There's a direct line in. Oh. Check 1, 2. Okay, it's better. Open.
Broadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Man, that's loud. Okay, that works pretty good. I don't know why I would do it any differently. But just for the fun of it. Nope. No. Okay, no problem. Okay. All right, we'll keep power off. Take that off. Good there. Need that anymore. Tape. Central Dolphin East is not as good as Central Dolphin, but they're not a bad team. They lost to them last year too. Yeah, they're pretty quick, I would imagine. Fortunately, quarterback that killed us. Graduate. He's with, I don't know where he went, every D2 school in Pennsylvania. Won. No. Yeah, coach. Audio?
Yeah, I haven't checked.
Okay, so I mean, I know you have to turn on some stuff.
Yeah, I went into settings and made sure it was on the USB, so
Yeah,
I think it's
okay.
right.
scary
Because
climb.
like I couldn't figure out how to load the picture in.
Okay.
I kept thinking somebody will get a hold of me, and
I'll,
I looked at it, I joined it, and I thought, okay, I should be able to figure this out.
I mean, you know, I don't think I ever figured it. I don't think I ever joined it. I should have. So I can't help you. But now I don't know if you know Kevin Reiber. He'll be downstairs. And, he's working with you or somebody. He's doing the same thing. So maybe he could tell you how.
So are you in here?
No, it's going to be Rick Lewis tonight and some Jim. Kevin, he'll cover this for sports ball. Yeah, I WRG.
Go a little loud.
Yeah. I can't think of it. Something like a 6, you know, like
I want to get pictures of you guys.
oh, okay. Well, for a long time it'll be Rick Lewis and myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well then I'll.
So he'll be up. We'll hopefully have them all
Because
back.
I knew all the other sports. I cut out football's not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well, that's why we started this thing. No one, we knew this was going to be a problem. Yeah.
Where I need it, you guys can get there where I have.
Yeah, that'll be great.
You got something you want me to see.
Okay, yeah. Probably, I mean, right now, football's going to be great. So, yeah.
I just know that, you know, here in about another week, I'm going to do it from field hockey. Oh, where you at? Where you at? You know,
Yeah.
they just take it from there.
Sure, yep. I know.
How long is it? What time do you guys go?
6:40.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll just stay out there.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't climbing steps.
I don't like climbing those steps again either.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
This would be a great place to
Yeah. It really would be. Coach, just Greencastle, yeah.
Oh, the street.
Yeah, they shut the door. And,
You work from this side.
that's the thing that's already there. Yeah, everybody's videographer.
I knew. I stayed up there for a second and it started to rain.
Yeah.
You know, I took that big place. You know, I saw right through the window down at that's whenever last quarterback picked up for us.
Yeah.
He went off the end of the bench and I was sitting there down and helping him. I'm going out the window. Hell, I didn't get a shot maybe.
Yeah. Well, they lost last year too. Yeah, they were 1-0 when they 0-1 when they hit us. So.
All I know is, man, was that ever hot?
That was the worst.
I've never been
Worst.
First time in my life I started getting chills down there. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not getting chills.
I think, and I don't know, I wouldn't have the power per se, but I wouldn't charge it again. But I've been superintendent, I don't know, I might just say this is just good. But the kids handle it. Oh, I know. I was hot. I told you this today. I was hot, and I was under the press box. There was no air, but there's no air anywhere. didn't have the sun beating down on me, and I was dying. But our equipment over here, we lost it about halfway through because it was so hot. That was horrifying.
I had to laugh. I said, man, I said, you think I should shoot this? I said, what? I can see somebody coming full blast. He started eating on the sideline, and he stayed back there with some big barrel, and cheerleader was standing behind. I said, watch this, man. I mean, what? You want to see them scatter about?
They've been out of there in a hurry. Don't blame them.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
That was not fun.
Yep. It was just incredible. Yep. I brought a jacket. Yeah. Hi, Jared. Yes, what's that?
How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good. My name's Rick.
Nice to meet you, it's Ruth.
Nice to meet you, Ruth. Dinner now. That's the reason I got those steps. The stairs of death. Oh my God. That one poor gentleman last year, I guess, passed out up here. I mean, you can joke about it now, it's okay. I literally said to Greg, if something like that happens to me, just leave me up there. That was awful. Yeah. Everything going all right? That was awesome. And I was just like, oh my God. Nobody in this age. That was football, we have to sport that way. Anymore, it's for baseball, it's a cold weather sport. It's freezing, I mean, whatever your politics or views on global warming, the season will definitely change. Like, but even for us, it's not really cold until after January, February. December's almost fall.
Still there? It's our first broadcast with Jason Buchanan, people doing the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So believe it or not, it's not really me. It's having a problem. Though I'm not on the air.
Very
yet.
disappointing to come up here and see you so calm.
Well, so far, but I'm not on yet.
That's one of my, I like look for. That's why I come early.
And why wouldn't you?
Like I told you in my text, it never gets old too. It's
It's
always
just-
funny to me.
Why is that not doing it? There we go.
So how do you finagle this poor young woman into working the camera?
Nice. Shh, quiet. We did offer to pay her, and she found that to be something nice, you know. But besides that, I don't
All
know.
the soda you can handle.
Yeah, for me.
Beautiful night.
Oh, it is. We were just talking about how terrible that was last year.
How bad was it?
That was the worst ever.
Do you remember the boy, the quarterback last year, Lucas? What his
Yeah.
first name is?
Yeah, I have it here. It's Keontae.
Okay.
I don't know where he went, but I know every.
You know, he was probably the best player we saw all around.
Yeah, he was. Well, he ran for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns, 365 yards, something like that. Not bad.
Yeah, he put in a full day.
Yeah.
Chris should get set to go for in October. The wedding.
I think. Oh, I wonder if we got a game that week. We have rehearsal that night, so I got to check that. I'm glad you said something.
Glad I could help.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, let's do this, Greg. Let's get remote access up here. Let's get that. Let's go to back here. Let's go to connections. Connect.
That's a whole new system.
Did we use that last year?
I don't think so. I still have that one we had to screw in the sides.
Maybe we didn't last year for the game for real. We did for basketball, but you wouldn't know that, would you?
We're doing the coach's cam this year.
Yeah, putting it on your forehead,
That's right.
taping it with duct tape.
Just having a 5-second delay button.
Oh no, that's no
You
fun.
want it live.
Okay. Let's see what I got here.
Buddy, those steps are rough. Especially with fries in your hand.
Hey, we gotta eat them for you on the way out. You guys see that guy from Montgomery Gentry that killed him? Plane crash today.
Who did?
We got one of the Troy Montgomery Gentry.
Yeah.
They were performing in New Jersey tonight. Helicopter crash.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw them in concert a couple years ago. It's Troy Gentry.
Troy.
Yeah. Come on. 6:38. I'm getting close. Let's see here. It's the only thing. Oh, I know. I want to see what this does here.
I think we usually do this too. It's your pen.
All right, I think we're ready.
I think I use some stands.
I do, but I don't know if they sit
That way I can go around the cameraman and you.
Yeah, I didn't bring her iPod. Not iPod. particular tripod.
Gonna be the human tripod today.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Shh. Yeah. Check one.
Test.
This is a production of MidPennBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Kelly Field at the Greencastle Antrim Athletic Complex on the campus of the Greencastle Antrim School District. Week number 2, game number 2 for the Blue Devils as they play host to the Milton Hershey Spartans. Tonight's game is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fnmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mechanicsburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you see the tri-state area. Also, Keystone 4, fast, fair, and friendly at 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons at 116 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, 650 North Antrim in Greencastle. Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Services, superior services, competitive prices, 2406 Molly Pitcher Highway, South in Chambersburg. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel Service, we're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub. Join us after the game at 104 East Baltimore Street. Greencastle Notary Service, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Olympia Athletics, 55 West Main Street in Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, and hats, and so much more. And also Klein Tours, New York City, Atlantic City, and much, much more. Visit kleintours.net for complete tour schedule. It is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org. Our pregame show is brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. I'm Greg Hoover, and with me on the broadcast tonight, my good friend Rick Lewis. Rick, I know you missed the game last week, but I got to tell you, an impressive performance by the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils.
Good to be here, Greg, and beautiful night. And yes, it was. What a way to start the season with really a dominating performance over Chambersburg. And they have another test tonight against the Spartans from Milton Hershey. And what a difference a year makes. Last year, Greg, we were I don't think I've ever been as hot as I was as we were up at Milton Hershey last year.
I'm going to tell you that I know that I've never been to a sporting event that was that hot. And it was – I know it was triple digits. Particularly on the field. We weren't on the field. We were in the press box, blocked from the sun, and it was still – our equipment got so hot that it froze up or overheated, I guess would have been. It didn't freeze up, overheated. And so that just made for a mess altogether. It was a very hot day. We're going to talk a little bit more about this ball game as we move through it tonight. We'll see what the Blue Devils and Milton Hershey have in store as we return here on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, gametimepA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7, and on the web at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Join Kynekajig Institute in Mercersburg on Main Road for Native American Powwow, Saturday, September 9th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, September 10th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come together with Native people, dance, sing, learn Native traditions, enjoy Native food, all drums welcome, featuring Aztec dancers and Potomac dancers, music by Medicine Horse singers as host drum and Mother Earth singers as second drum. Enjoy the beauty of the Tuscarora Mountain and explore Native American culture. More at explorefranklincountypa.com.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Football fans love two things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Welcome back to the Antrim Insurance. Let me get this straight here. Here on the F&M Trust Sports Network. Greg Hoover, Rick with you tonight. Greencastle goes against a traditionally strong Milton Hershey team. And last year, as we mentioned, it was a Saturday afternoon in the heat. And they did like they did last year, Rick. They lost the first game to Central Delphinese. This one was a 28-26 setback. But one nice thing that we don't have to worry about is their quarterback last year, Keontae Lucas.
He was a handful, Greg. He was probably, we saw every snap last year. He probably was the best player we saw all season. And just a tremendous athlete, a good passer, great runner, and he kind of just took over the game. You know, last year that game was kind of a microcosm of Greencastle season. Even though the score got out of hand late, you always felt if Greencastle just made a play or two early in the game, they were right there, and they just never could make that play. So it was great to see last weekend. It seemed like there was some big plays being made. Cade McDowell really just looked like a senior leader, as Coach Teninis said repeatedly to the media this week, and Wesley Medina was, as it seems like, a nice find at fullback.
Yeah, you know, it was a whole look. I apologize to Coach McCauley and Coach Teninis after the game. I said, you guys said you were going to be pretty good. I didn't buy it, but I buy it now. Now tonight will be that great test because this is another good ball club they're going to play against. But the line was terrific. The quarterback play, as you mentioned, Medina is a monster back there at the fullback position, and then you do have McDowell, a quarterback who runs like a fullback. So, you know, their running game, and that includes, I mean, they had Kane and Peck in the backfield, Everly and Marshall at the wing positions. They looked really good, and defensively, they looked very sharp with Bradley Shear running things for them. It was the whole package. You know, I said to someone I saw, yeah, it hurt when Collier went down for Chambersburg, but they couldn't stop Greencastle anyway. They might have scored a touchdown or two. They wouldn't have won, I don't think. In my heart, I don't think. In my head, I don't think. But they couldn't stop Greencastle last week.
You're exact. I talked to a very knowledgeable Chambersburg fan, sports guy, over the week, and he said, don't take anything away from Greencastle. Call it that while it didn't help.
Right.
No, we dominated that game, and the kids up front, who were undersized compared to Chambersburg, just did a great job of execution. And I think your assessment in what you said to Coach Teninis and Coach McCauley is fair. You know, you have 2-8
right
from last year. You lose your top running back over the last couple of years. Demetrius Burton's out. So you take your big play guy away from a team that struggled to make some big plays, but they just got it from so many different people, and that's got to be what's so exciting for the coaching staff.
Yeah, they're disappointed that they lost Burton, but they were like, we can recover from this. We'll be okay, and that they were able to do a couple different things, running the ball, didn't have to throw much. 4 for 4 when they threw, so you got to like that.
But they were huge passes.
They were
huge.
Yes.
They were first down. They were, you watch on Saturdays and Sundays, you just hear all the time about getting off the field on third downs, extending drives on third downs, and Greencastle was able to do it. And like you said, I think what happens is you make offenses start to press because they're like, I might not get the ball back.
Yes.
So now I got to make something happen, and you start trying to do things you can't do. was thoroughly impressed with everything, and with people I've talked to. The great thing is talking to some of the coaches that I know. Like you said, they were happy, but they didn't seem surprised.
No,
and that's pretty cool.
They weren't. We'll talk more about this game as opening kickoffs a few minutes away in about 6 minutes here on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Hi, it's Greg Kennedy, General Manager of Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Don't let other dealers tell you what we can't do. Let us show you what we can do. There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is, you don't have to travel. We're right here in Greencastle. Stop and shop or check us out online at blazechevy.com, where you can shop at your place, at your pace. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the used car super center. We get where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue, one. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
Kickoff is just less than 3 minutes away as the captains meet at the center of the field, and we'll find out just how good Greencastle is as they match up against the Milton Hershey School, the Spartans, and we shall find that out in just a moment. Stay tuned on the Mid-Penn Broadcasting, or on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com.
Everybody likes having more room. That's why F&M Trust designed the home equity loan and line of credit with features you'll love, including a great low rate. So add more room in your budget and your life with F&M Trust. Apply today at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising in the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-79.
Protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
And to Kelly Field we go. It is the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. They received the kickoff defending the east goal, and they are now running their second play of the series. As if you're watching on the video, you could see the first play that went to Austin Kane. He picked up a couple yards on the play. That one, trying to stretch things out and give the ball to Cade Marshall from the wingback position. He gets strung out and thrown for a loss. Third down facing the Blue Devils now, and 9 yards to go.
Love this time of the year, Greg. Beautiful weather, good football. The fans are here. The band's getting into their seats. The cheerleaders are ready to go. Great start.
And McDowell looking to pass. He's going to throw the screen pass out here intended for Kane. Falls incomplete. Milton Hershey did a great job seeing that coming. That was one of the most effective plays Blue Devils ran last week. And so if they watched the films, they knew that was going to be a problem.
Avon Cross, number 14, a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore for Milton Hershey. Read it, and you're right. Fortunately, they got it over his head, or that would have been a disaster.
Yes, it would have been. So that brings in Ian Gelsinger coming in to do the punting chores. He sets at his 28-yard line on the right hash mark and gets the good snap. Not a big rush at all. Gets a nice high punt up, and they call for a fair catch down at the 26-yard line as it is taken by Sean Proctor at that location. So that's where Milton Hershey will trot out the offense, see what they can put together here to get things going on their first offensive series.
You know, it'd be interesting to ask the coaches what were they most surprised by, how well their offense performed or how well their defense performed. Like you said, you know, 35, Bradley Shear, it seemed he just looks bigger and stronger this year.
Yeah.
And he played great last year for him. Hayden Rowe, number 45, is a really good linebacker as well. So, you know, the defense did a great job.
So they'll bring a man in motion. They'll work from the shotgun, stop it, looking to throw, and firing down court field to start things off, and overthrown the intended receiver, Smith Carrington, and that was Shamar Manning with the throw. And that's how you come out and throw things, I guess, huh?
I was just rattling it off. He put that 55 yards in the air, and he actually had him, but just led him a little too much. I'm not sure our cornerback thought he could throw it that far, but that'll get our defensive backs' attention, that's for sure.
Yeah, they wow, they'll have to play for the pass, that's for sure. He sets up a man to the right about 3 yards off, and handoff goes to the running back coming from the right side. He breaks through and knocked out of bounds by the safety at the 44-yard line, and he picks up the big first down. Wow.
I'm going to see how Vern McCulley pronounces his name. Chiango Anayo. 5'10", 200-pound junior running back. Sorry, with a nice carry there.
They line him up to the left.
See if Vern does better with that name than I do.
Well, I don't know. They're throwing out here to the flats, nice catch and a nice tackle. That time, Blue Devils defended that well. That's Cade Marshall in on the stop, and to his counterpart in number, that is Neum Cross. And they'll pick up, they'll lose a yard on the play. Do want to tell you can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency service, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-99,000 in the jet sweep. And they give it on the read option, just missed the tackle. And again with the ball is number 1. Was that win? Yes. Carrington Smith. And Smith gets a couple yards, but not a lot, Rick, on that one.
No, number 57, excuse me, I got to get to know the numbers and the kids again this year. Darren Holdsworth is doing a nice job at defensive end. He's the one who kind of created that problem in the backfield. That's the second time he's been in the Milton Hershey backfield.
Again, from the same formation, rolling to the right is Manning. Manning looking to throw, and he does. Downfield he goes. Again, his intended receiver was Carrington Smith, and again, he overthrows and brings up the punting situation.
Well, that time Isaiah Peck had great coverage. There was nowhere to go with that ball. He had to go long so it wouldn't get intercepted and overthrew him, and the Blue Devils get off the field. And, again, it's only one possession both ways, but the Blue Devils definitely do not look overwhelmed. They look like they're able to keep up with the speed of the game, which is one of the concerns going into this. And, we can settle in and they can get their offense on track.
6'3" sophomore Joshua Pera set the punt, standing at his own 27. Gets the snap, gets it up, high punt, but a short one, and it's going to fall at the 35. Take a Greencastle bounce to, it actually hit the 33, bounce to the 34. Blue Devils come out with possession and ready to go. Football season is here, and B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub is celebrating with post-game specials following tonight's game until 11 p.m. $2 off on a dozen wings and $3 off on a burger. Join B Street 104 for Sunday brunch every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Special music coming in October. And again, check out the new menus at B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub, 104 East Baltimore Street, downtown Greencastle. Open Friday and Saturday nights till 11:30. First play from scrimmage, quick hitter to the fullback. Fullback goes about 1 yard up the field, and Milton Hershey sandwiches that, stops it right in its tracks. They're going to give him a yard on forward motion.
Yeah, and he didn't get much more than that. Like you said, Milton Hershey did a good job being stout up front. And Greencastle's going to take possession here at the 36. 2nd and 9.
Jarrett Moomaw comes out to the near side of the field, and they're going to do that little misdirection play, finally get into Seth Eberly, and Eberly picks up about 4 yards on that carry as he gets the second handoff and goes up over the 4 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, I got to talk to Seth Eberly a little bit. Great kid.
And goes about 2 yards before he stopped against Chambersburg, and just he's listed at 5'8", 240 pounds. Snap is good, no rush. Punt, little line drive, and going to be taken at the 20, fumbled, picked up again, and then run to the sideline. He's being swarmed by, by a lot of Blue Jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, big clip there.
I think about everybody threw their flag on that one.
Yeah, that was a double flag. Not that they'll get twice as many, but nevertheless.
I threw it from up here, too.
Yeah. Saw in a good field position, still inside Milton Hershey's territory, but nevertheless, that'll march it back to.
That's a huge penalty because that's spot of the foul. And that's a 15-yarder, so like you said, that's almost a 35-yard swing.
Yes. Penalty for the first one of the ball game here. It goes against the Milton Hershey Spartans. They're going to march off 15, did you say, or 10?
I believe that's a 15er.
After the penalty is assessed, it's going to bring up a first and 10.
Okay.
For the Spartans from their own 13.
Deep in their own territory at the 15-yard line. They'll send man in motion, and then the handoff to the fullback. He's going to try to get around the side, but he's tackled. Great job in there. He stopped about a yard up from the line of scrimmage.
Bradley Shear all over the field already, just really turning into a stud linebacker for the Blue Devils.
Yes, he is. Chuck Tanita said that he may be one of the best linebackers he's ever coached. That's saying a lot.
That's saying a heck of a lot there. Just in my – and there's my man, number 57 again, Darren Holdsworth.
Yep. Holdsworth in. They had given the ball again to Chiago. What did we say?
I went with Antanawu.
On a 9. Well, we have to check with the young man over there, their cameraman. He may know that.
Excuse me, sir. How do you Antanawu?
We're trying to get his pronunciation. Looking to pass on a third down situation at 12. Back in the end zone. This could be trouble. He comes running out of the end zone. Safe. We'll get the ball back on punts. So we figured it out yet?
Ojanakwa.
Sure it is. Ojanakwa.
I think I'm going with Chiago. That's his first name.
Chiago.
I tell you what, there's no questioning Manning's arm, though.
No.
He almost threw that ball through the wide receiver there. He's got
through him, through his chest. In the end zone, punting away, gets the punt up, and it will be fair caught at the 45-yard line.
I don't think I've ever seen a kid put both hands up like that.
You don't need both of them, Isaiah, but he brings it down, and the Blue Devils pretty decent field position now to start their third drive of the ball game.
Real good field position here, Greg. Got to take advantage of this. Their defense, one thing, just playing Chambersburg, a big quad, I'm dating myself.
Yes, you are.
6A school, and then playing a very good Milton Hershey team. It looks like Greencastle's defense is back to being Greencastle's defense.
Yeah, I think it's for real.
Oh, he's got Bradley Shear wide open.
He does. He hits Bradley Shear coming out of the back.
Oh, great block.
Yeah, and down through the field. He rumbles down inside the 25, and what a great play they set up. And Shear coming out of out of the tight end position there on the right side, wide open. And then who was that block?
Cade McDowell just laid the wood.
The quarterback.
Sorry, I got excited. Not Cade McDowell, Cade Marshall.
Oh, okay.
Too many Cades. I got excited there, Greg.
You did on that one. Speaking of Cade Marshall, he's in the wing position on the right side, and he will do the jet sweep, but they give the ball instead to Kane coming out of the tailback position, who goes to the 20, which will be a nice little gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, their defensive front there, that was led by Cross for Milton Hershey, number 24. That looked like a bigger hole from up here originally, and they closed it down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Again, very impressed with the Blue Devils, how they're coming out and playing in this game to start.
Well, they've gone 3 and out both times, yet to get a first down. And
the first, Bradley Shear got that first down.
That's true, yes. That would have been you're absolutely right. So they got their first down. But Milton Hershey only has one first down, too. It is Shear at the fullback position right now. I guess that's where he came out of. And McDowell, I don't know if that was a broken play or not. He looked like he wanted to toss. There was no one there to toss to. He buried the ball, and he got buried.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking amongst the players in the huddle. I don't think that was designed.
Yeah.
But that's one nice thing, when you have a quarterback.
Wide ends both sides, wide outs both sides. They're going to pass on a timing pattern to Marshall, and Marshall cannot get to the ball. A great defensive effort here from long distance. This one will be set down at the, let's see where they set it, at the 28, so it'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt for him, which is certainly within his range.
He just moved it back 1 yard. I think he wanted to add his stats.
39, okay. And McDowell will do the
holding.
holding.
Does have the leg.
He does have the leg. There is no doubt. You got to have the snap and the hold.
Yep.
They get that. We'll see what occurs. So Gelsinger set to go. Snap is down. Kick is up. Line drive shot. It's going to go over the goalpost and going to count for 3. One official was a little hesitant.
Well, that was one of the weirder 39-yard field goals you're going to see. It barely got over the crossbar, but it wasn't like it ran out of air.
No, it kept going.
It never got. It was a line drive. I'm not sure that's how you practice it, but we'll take the 3.
Got to take the 3 up on the board. The Blue Devils strike first here, and they go up 3-0 at the 4:19 mark of this one. So it really wasn't a long drive. As a matter of fact, it was only 4 plays, and it started at 44 yards with a 39-yard field goal, and the Blue Devils up 3-0.
Big pass to Bradley Shear, got him down farther. Good defense, got him the field position, and, on the board 3-0. I think I was talking to a friend of mine who's a big football guy, and one of the things we both agreed to watching a lot of high school football, there's no question kicking at the high school game has progressed so much.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for a kid to kind of, I hate to say nonchalantly, make a 39-yard field goal at this level. I mean, back when, in the late 80s, early 90s, you didn't even attempt it. You went for that.
No, they started the influx of soccer players, as is Gelsinger is. Speaking of Gelsinger,
we like to consider him a basketball player.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. There's the kickoff, and it's a short kick being fielded at the 34-yard line, and Milton Hershey will come out with the football, trailing this one 3-0. Well, you can count on Premier HVAC Services of GreencastlePA.com. Premier from the shotgun position, the handoff quickly goes to the tailback. He'll go right to left and pick up about 4 yards on that carry. Make it, and we're going to say, okay, make it 5. Stop. Put the marker down there. Where the 5-yard pickup. Second.
Been a lot of generous spots.
Yes, there have been. And Washiago Oshinakwa with the carry. This time, give it back to him again. This time around the left side, has some running room, picks up the first down, still rumbling, goes down over the 50 to the 45 and knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That is a first down, their second of the ball game for Milton Hershey.
Milton Hershey goes with that no-huddle kind of spread offense. Manning that time decided to give the ball to the, I don't know if they're called or it's a read, but Oshinakwa. He's a good running back. He's gotten around that corner a couple times.
Yeah, he has the speed to do so. They will put, let's see here, Naeem Cross in the backfield.
Rapidly moving first quarter. We're just going to go under 4 minutes now.
And
I'm not sure what that signal means.
They snapped their fingers. I never saw that before. Yeah. So now they're ready to go. They got the chain set, 1st and 10, inside Greencastle's territory. Manning under center, flips it back now, and gets the ball.
Nice tackle.
And brought down. That was Seth Eberly with the original hit. And that was Naeem Cross, the ball carrier.
Seth Eberly coming up from his defensive back position, just textbook wrap and tackle. And I think Seth got the worst of that, actually.
Yeah.
Cross is a big young man. Naeem goes 6'1", 210.
And he looks all of that.
Yes, he does. They must have weighed him early in the summer because he looks larger than that.
Quarterback two-step drop, throws out here for his intended receiver, which was Oshinakwa, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. It was a little bit too much, but it went in his hands, so perhaps maybe he should have caught it.
Manning throws a hard ball, though.
He does.
That comes out. You got to be ready for that because he's got a cannon for an arm.
He is 0 for 4, and though he throws well, he's 0 for 4. He's a 5'10", 180-pound
The ball's
senior.
carried about 180 yards in his 4 throws.
2 in the backfield now. They are going to take the one tailback, move him into the slot to the left.
Need a big stop here, Greg.
3rd down and 9. Running the read option. They got the big stop. If they bring him down, it was Manning decided to keep the ball. He is thrown for a loss. That will bring up Shear's name being called again. Brings up another 4th down and another punting situation. At least they have switched the field somewhat, Rick.
They have, but Greencastle gave up a nice run, but what they're doing this year, those things compounded last year. This year, they gave up the run, they regrouped, and got a 3 and out. And it's a good spot for a fake here, Greg.
Yeah.
Careful.
Big guy is up to kick the Joshua
He might
Pera.
be the biggest punter you ever see.
Yeah, he's 6'3", and he looks a little taller than that. Snap is good. He's going to punt it, throws it up high, and right away it is a fair catch by Peck. And the Blue Devils will come out with the basketball. That's because you're here. I think that's your fault.
I'll take the heat for that one. But
thank you.
Isaiah Peck almost bobbled that one, and that could have been a disaster, but recovered and grabbed it at the 11-yard line. And Cade McDowell will bring the troops out.
Well, this one should take us to the end of the first quarter if the drive's pretty good. 2:34 just joining us. Gelsinger field goal on that last drive puts the Blue Devils up 3-0 here on a beautiful night for football. And they're going to give it to Messina. Messina rumbling up to the 20-yard line.
Wesley Medina,
yeah.
like you said, just 9-yard right up the middle, and that just after a while just wears you out. And he's just like a big bowling ball back there plowing through. And when you have a good fullback in that wing T offense, that makes a big, big difference.
It sure does. He gets the first down. And his first and second steps, they're not real quick, but once he gets going, he's fairly quick. McDowell under center. This time they're going to give the ball to Peck. Peck trying to get around the corner. Nice stop in there defensively by Clement Oshinakwa. But Peck picks up. He did a nice hard run there. Picks up 6 yards on that.
And again, Greg, we talked. So we had Peck run the ball. We've had Medina run the ball. We've had Marshall run the ball. Shears caught a pass. I mean, it's just Eberly's had a nice run in there. Just a lot of different kids stepping up and making plays.
Handoff this time again to Peck. Peck looks for the hole. Not a big hole, but he found the right hole. I got to give him credit for that. That was a great run because either way he went, he was going to run into somebody, but he gets the first down out of it.
I think Greencastle's found something they like. They ran that exact same play back to back. They might find a matchup on the line or the whatever the offensive coordinators are looking for. They might have found something they like there. But you're right, Isaiah Peck was very patient going through that hole. And another first down. They're getting out of the hole here.
2 in the backfield, straight back looking to pass. Throws it real quick. It completes the pass to Moomaw. And Moomaw gets about a yard on that short pass for 4 yards on the pass play.
And nothing wrong with that. And we didn't, that's not a play we see a lot from the Blue Devils. He faked the go and stopped. And, Moomaw's a big target. I think he stands 6'4". And Cade put it right on him.
Okay, 6'3" listed in the program. They'll send 3 receivers to the right side, 1 lone setback or 2 setbacks, and they're going to give it to Peck. Peck finds a big hole as Messina led him through it, and he gets about 4 yards on the play. Going to be shy of the first down, but it's a 3rd and 1.5.
Yep. And I wouldn't be surprised to see big number 30 get this one.
Well, I would think, I'm going to change your mind there. They're bringing in, they have 30 in there and they have 35 in there, so they have both Medina and Shear in there.
They got the big boy package in there.
Yes, they do. Now,
it's a big boy package when no one lines up at tailback.
That's right. They're both in the backfield. Shear gets it. Messina leads it.
There
and
you go.
Shear will get it. He did. Second effort.
Oh, wow. Great effort.
Yeah, great effort. The second effort got the first down.
And you know what? Greencastle's coaching staff is doing a great job. They really are. The kids are playing hard. They're mixing things up a lot. You can just see the way we're playing. The kids are bought into what we're trying to get accomplished.
Yeah. It was some speculation after last year. It wasn't a really good year for the Blue Devils. That perhaps Chuck Tanenis would retire after 29 years, but for some reason he wanted to come back, and he said repeatedly, this is a great team to coach. They're a lot of fun, and they work real hard, and the first quarter has come to an end on the F&M Trust Sports Network, on midpennbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7, and on the web at WRGG.org.
Join Kottikajig Institute in Mercersburg on Main Road for Native American powwow. Saturday, September 9th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, September 10th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come together with Native people. Dance, sing, learn Native traditions, enjoy Native food. All drums welcome. Featuring Aztec dancers and Potomac dancers. Music by Medicine Horse Singers as host drum and Mother Earth Singers as second drum. Enjoy the beauty of the Tuscarora Mountain and explore Native American culture. More at explorefranklincountypa.com.
When it comes to buying tires, Keystone Ford has a very simple, easy to understand, crystal clear guarantee. We will beat any competitor's advertised price on the brand name tires we sell. That's our Keystone Ford low price tire guarantee.
On the first play from scrimmage after the first down and after they switch fields, Greencastle gets a 7-yard run out of Isaiah Peck on a sweep to the left side.
Mixing up who's running it, and Isaiah Peck's having a strong game here to start both offensively and defensively. But again, the Blue Devils are flipping the field, and they're controlling the ball, and you can't ask for a better start. And again, we're not throwing a lot, but when we are, we're completing passes.
44-yard line inside Milton Hershey territory. Blue Devils moving left to right, wearing the home blues with the gold numbers and the white pants. Blue helmets in motion and covered down there by Darius Briggs. And the first fumble of the season for the Blue Devils on a nice drive.
I'm not sure. It was on the. I don't think Cade McDowell ever got it. Don't know. You never know if it's the center or the quarterback.
Right.
But that could have been worse than what happened there because that ball was laying in the open field. That could have been picked up and gone for a touchdown. So even though it's a turnover, they got a
defense. McDowell is in there, Cade Marshall, and Shear, and they bring down Oceanakwa for a loss on the play.
And I'll take the blame for that one too because I called him Cade McDowell earlier as well.
Yes, I like this. It works out. Yeah. 3-0 Blue Devil lead at the end of one quarter. We're at the 10:51 mark of the second quarter. They still hold on to that 3-0 lead. Had a nice drive, fumbled it away.
Cade Marshall's just a football player. He's listed at 5'9", 160. That's probably generous, but he's just all over the field.
Manning straight back drop, fires, completes the pass, this time to Proctor. Proctor is at the 44-yard line, Still shy of the first down, but the first completed pass of the ball game for Milton Hershey.
And Rowe again, Hayden Rowe again, number 45, had a really strong year last year, came up. It looks like they've moved Hayden Rowe back to safety more than a traditional linebacker position this year.
They're still playing that 4-3 defense, or 4-3 defense. Straight back, looking to fire again, comes out and completes the pass to Cross. Cross still rolling down. He'll get the first down, and they'll go inside the 30 to 29. And that gives them another first down on the play after that big stop.
And Manning's taking a little bit off his fastball, which is helping his completions here a little bit. That was a nice throw, and they were able to break the tackle.
No huddle, as you said, spreading out, trips to the right, one to the left. In motion comes the slot back, and they're going to give the ball to Oceanaqua. Oceanaqua, not a big run, but he picks up enough that you'll be happy about on a first down situation.
Put the ball on, what's it on the grade, 23?
Yes.
So Spartans are on the move here.
Actually, the 24. They work from the center of the field, moving right to left here in the second quarter. In other words, they move from Waynesboro toward Mercersburg. East to west.
16.
On Route 16, yes. Snap, handoff to Ochawaca. He keeps rolling.
Nice
yes, he is. The good second effort kept the knees going. He's down to the 20-yard exactly, and that is 1 yard away from a first down, if 1 yard.
Bradley Shear steps up to make another tackle, and I think you're going to get exhausted saying that this year, but
it's okay.
You know, similar to Isaiah Peck, very patient runner in there, picked his spots. And
first time under center, quarterback sneak, and he'll pick up the first down. First run by the senior Shamar Manning. So they'll move the chains on this one, and Milton Hershey gets the first down, knocking on the door here. Blue Devils need a big defensive play right now. It'll be Manning in the backfield. He's up under center making the call. He'll step back. To his left is Oceanaqua in the sidecar position out of the shotgun. Two-step drop, looks to throw. Now he has to run and stops to throw again. Now he has to run again. There's a holding penalty and a completion down at the 2-yard line, but that'll be brought back, I am sure.
That will be Darren Holdsworth. We've said it a couple times. 6 foot, 200-pound senior defensive end caused that. Was in the backfield again, and really the lineman's in a tough position there. That's going to be a big loss for a sack if he doesn't do something, and you know, you hope they don't see it.
But they did.
Yes, they did.
Pass was completed to Smith down to the 1-yard line, but it will be brought back on their second penalty of the ball game and second major penalty.
The Milton Hershey School is just an amazing institution, Greg. You know, what starts out as, you know, kids who have one parent or were orphans, I believe was originally how it started out, but just an amazing complex.
Oh,
it
is.
There.
What Milton Hershey has endowed to that is in that play.
Hayden Rowe, 45, we've called his name a couple times, and that was Micah Miller, 49, I think, with the original contact.
So Manning, who started out 0 for 4 in the ball game, now has gone 3 for 3. 3 straight passes here that he's completed in the second quarter. 7:52 up on the clock. Spart Rick by Seth Everly, but it could have been a completed pass.
It could have got turned around a little bit there, but the receiver and his numbers kind of bunched up there. I can't see his number.
I think it's going to be Sean Proctor.
Okay.
No, it's going to be – I'm sorry, I take that back. It's going to be
Cross.
Avon Cross.
Yep, the sophomore, tall, 6'3", 185-pound sophomore, almost made a one-handed catch.
They'll have a trip formation, not bunched, but spread out to the right side, which is the strong side of the field. And they will move Ochonoqua to that right side also. In motion now comes Smith in the jet sweep, but they go straight back to the quarterback. Looking to pass and sets up the screen to Oceanaqua. Has some running room to the 10, to the 5, and he is in for the touchdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, set up very nicely, but we had two of our better tacklers unfortunately missed open field tackles, and that led to the touchdown.
So that will be a pass, a 33-yard pass play, I believe, something close to that. And it was Oceanaqua with the touchdown, as they did set that up perfectly. And they will bring, this time now, they bring on Andy Harrington. He's a 5'9", 155-pound junior to kick the extra point. Snap not good, but the kick is.
Nice
Great
job
recovery.
by the holder there.
The snapper gets it, and he is, that was Chris Fernsworth. And they have now taken the lead. Milton Hershey, 7, Greencastle Antrim, 3 on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com. We'll be
wear and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
MidpenBroadcasting.com.
Well, it was a 33-yard pass play, 46-yard drive in 10 plays, and it gives Milton Hershey the 4-point lead, 7-3.
Against real good teams, Greg, you got to play mistake-free football, and that fumble cost us. We were driving and gave the ball back, so we've got to clean that up.
Got to get, and see what they can do here. Paul Fain takes the kickoff. He's one of the way up backs. He's on the second line on the squib kick, and the Blue Devils return it right to the 40-yard line in their own territory. They'll go to work. Rick, I think after someone scores, particularly after a turnover, this is a mental check here, see how things are going to go. So we'll see how the Blue Devils respond.
Good
in
field
this
position.
Yes, it is. They'll work out of the left hash mark, moving left to right. 2 in the backfield. And fake, looking to throw, play action. McDowell's coming out of it. He's going to keep it, and got away with what might have been.
No, I don't think so.
Well, no, that would have been too late for that official's flag. Well, now
he's throwing it up there.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I think he's not the one to make the call, but I think it. In fairness, I think it's the correct call.
Let's see what it is. There's a holding call against the Blue Devils.
That would have been a clip. So now he must have saw.
So that came at the 49-yard line after the McDowell run. And that was actually a first down that McDowell would have gotten. And that one, if I'm not mistaken, is that their first penalty?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
There hasn't been many penalties either side.
No, they have 2, and the Blue Devils now on a 10-yarder have 1. So that'll move them back to the 11 yards shy of the first down to the 39-yard line here. Second play of the offensive series here for the Blue Devils. Misdirection again, and McDowell comes out and running, tries to split 2, and he gets to the 50 to the 45. Marshall, doggone it. Marshall, and he gets the first down. Little again, the double handoff and a misdirection.
You know, we talk about it in basketball all the time, Greg. There's chances to win the game all the time. Everyone always focuses on the last 2 minutes. There's a perfect example. Things aren't going right. Cade Marshall breaks a big run. We're right back in the groove, and here's a chance to grab some points.
Right away, they're going to give it to Shear. Shear goes 1 yard left side, and he is stopped at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 for the Blue Devils.
And that's what you didn't see from Greencastle last year, and that's not anyone's fault. Sometimes that's sports.
Right.
You just have years where, last year Cade Marshall gets tripped up by somebody's, and doesn't quite get the first down. To start, it's still very early in the season. We're making the plays. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Talk about making plays.
Yeah,
Number
there
35
was one.
for Milton Hershey, Jared Ross.
I don't even know how, right away the ball was pitched back to Kane, and Kane only caught the ball when he got hit.
And that could have been that's a nice play. Just interesting to see here what the play call is. A lot of options because they're almost in two, they could almost go for it, but depending on what they call here.
So 3rd down and 13. Fade. Going to set up that. Interception and a knockdown and an interception and a touchdown on the run back. Picking up at about the 37-yard line. So the second turnover.
Xavier Oliver, a 5'11", 250-pound defensive tackle, caught the screen. A lot of pressure applied. McDowell might have held the ball just a little too long there, and he got hit, and then the ball kind of fluttered up there, and Milton Hershey takes advantage of the second turnover.
Someone blocked it. Did you see that?
Yep.
And then as it went up in the air, it was able to be recovered, and they get a big turnover on that one and a score for the pick 6, more or less. and they will try to make it a 14-3 contest just like that. They scored at the 7:32 mark, so it was only about 2 minutes ago that they had their first touchdown. Snap much better this time. The kick not as good, but it does go through the uprights, and they are on the board. They lead this one again, 14-3. Milton Hershey up on top after the second turnover for the Blue Devils on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpenbroadcasting.com, sportspage.blog, gametimepa.com, and on WRGG at 93.7, and on the web at WRGG.org.
Join Kanikajig Institute in Mercersburg on Main Road for Native American powwow. Saturday, September 9th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, September 10th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come together with Native people. Dance, sing, learn Native traditions, enjoy Native food. All drums welcome. Featuring Aztec dancers and Potomac dancers. Music by Medicine Horse Singers as host drum and Mother Earth singers as second drum. Enjoy the beauty of the Tuscarora Mountain and explore Native American culture. More at explorefranklincountypa.com.
Now,
that was not intentional. That was an accident.
Accidental kick, and it swiveled out of bounds at the
almost was a perfect onside.
Yeah, it would have
kick.
been, but no one was expecting an onside kick, including Milton Hershey. Right. So it wasn't an onside kick.
the way the wide went out of bounds, I was kind of like, was I supposed to do something
there? Yeah. So the ball is spotted at the 47 inside their own territory.
Okay, Greg, you just said it last possession. Now
yes,
you have to respond.
You got to respond. You got to respond.
We got to get guys lined up here first.
Now they finally do. Two in the backfield, and that is Medina along with Peck, and it is going to be Peck with the ball.
And off to number 12, Isaiah
Peck. Yes, Peck with the ball, about a yard on the play. And no yardage on the play. So second down and 10. Milton Hershey has come alive here after stepping off the bus and got a little bit of those travel wearies out. It's a little longer road trip.
We love bringing them down 81.
That's right. Bring them all down.
That's right.
McDowell looking to throw.
Oh, he's got him.
Here's the pass. It's overthrown to McDowell.
McDowell to Marshall.
Marshall, doggone it, out inside the 20. Would have been at the 29-yard line. Just a timing pattern overthrown.
Yeah, those are tough. But good throw. And, again, just need to answer the bell here. You know, this is one of those games, I think, or at half, you're going, wow, 2 turnovers really hurt us, and if we clean that up, we're up 3-0.
Yeah.
So we got to answer here with at least 3 points. We've got great field position. Got to do something with it.
McDowell shotgun, rolls, then decides to keep it. No, throws it and almost completed the pass. Great defensive play that time from Tyke Branch Hamilton, as it was intended for Jarrett Mumal. So quickly, that is a 4th down situation. And Gelsinger is going to come in to punt the ball away. Averaging 37 yards per punt after last week's ball game. This week hasn't hurt him much on those punts. There's not very much rush coming out of Milton Hershey as they set up for the run back. And they will set up back at the 10-yard line with Proctor. And there's the punt. High punt. Proctor on the run. Takes the bounce into him, and he picks it up, gets hit once, gets hit twice, and then crunched down inside the 20-yard line, and they'll spot it right at the 20-yard line.
Bunch of Blue Devils down there, and Ethan Hildebrand finished him off with a big hit, number 81.
That was a big crunch because he got held up a little bit, and once you get held up, and you're sort of
better just to go down.
Yeah, go down, because someone's going to come in and cream you, and that's what happened there.
It's like backyard football. They hold you.
So the Blue Devils defense trotted out here again. Last 2 times that Milton Hershey touched the ball, once offensively and the other defensively, they created turnovers and touchdowns. They lead this one 14-3, 4:36 to go in the quarter.
Rapidly moving game. We're down to 4:30 left in the half.
that goes to that
Nice
big tailback,
play.
and he is brought down by
Guess who?
Yeah, Shear would be the name I would use. That was Oshinakawa trying to run, but he's thrown for a loss.
I wonder if he can rebound.
Did
I say that out loud?
Yes, you did, but not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You got to be thinking about that. Listed as 6'3", he's a big kid, and
he just looks. Whatever, people don't realize how hard any level of college is to play. Division 1, 2, or 3, they're all challenging, but he looks like a next level.
Yes, he does.
Football player.
Handoff goes to Liam Cross. Cross on a misdirection, doesn't get much yards, 2 maybe. And so here comes the obvious passing situation that has hurt the Blue Devils this quarter. That's when the scores have come. They have hit 3 straight passes here. And so let's see what Manning can do. Obviously passing situation as they have one in the backfield. Twins to the right, lone's out back, or lone wide out here to the near side of the field. They're going to bring in motion now, back out in motion.
They're going to have to take a timeout here.
Yeah, I don't think they have their plays in quite right.
Yeah.
There it is. There's the timeout.
Yeah.
First timeout of the ball game. They take it at the 3:20 mark here of quarter number 2, and they lead this one by a score of 14-3. We shall return quickly right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com.
Football fans love 2 things: supporting their team and the Ford F-150 at Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Greg Hoover along with Rick Lewis here on the midpenbroadcasting.com. Also, sportspageblog.com, GameTimePA.com, and WRGG 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org. Multiple ways to watch this ball game. 17, but he faked the throw, so everybody thinks they don't know.
That's exactly
they don't
right.
know. So not a bad play, but it will bring a 3 and out for Milton Hershey.
Nice play. Cody Wyckoff was there for the Greencastle Blue Devils, as well as number 57, who's been in their backfields. Darren Holdsworth has been in the backfield multiple times. You knew that timeout was coming for Milton Hershey. They put number 1 in. That poor guy was worn out.
Parra gets a pretty nice punt off despite some heavy pressure, and it takes a Milton Hershey roll as it hits at the 44 and goes down to the 37-yard line. Blue Devils trot the offense out, all 3 timeouts, 3 minutes, actually 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Let's see if they can get back on the board. I think that's what the doctor would order right now.
Well, right now I think they got to play with a little more energy. They kind of got into the rhythm of the game. They can play with these guys. There's no question about it. They just need to find a little more energy. They need to play to spark with. That was a heck of a defensive stop. It's just the defense has only given up 1 touchdown. So
you're right.
We just need to put a good drive together and get at least 3 points here.
McDowell, a little out pass to Kane, and Kane is hit right away. Completed pass, but it's going to be thrown. No yardage on the play. McDowell, 4 for 4 in the first game. He's thrown 5 times so far in this ball game, and he's 3 for 5. So 2nd down and 9.5 with 2:35 remaining. There's a timeout.
I don't think that's when they wanted to use that one.
That was the same situation. They just did not have the play ready to go for the Blue Devils. Gives us an opportunity, Rick, to tell you about football season that is here. And B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub is celebrating with post-game specials following tonight's ball game until 11 p.m. $2 off a dozen wings, $3 off a burger. Join B Street 104 for Sunday brunch every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Special music's coming in October. Check out the new menus at B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub, 104 East Baltimore Street in downtown Greencastle. Open Friday and Saturday nights until 11:30 p.m. We talked about the sportspage.blog. That is the place to go to get all the scores. In fact, if you go there right now, most of the people that are covering the games for the sportspage.blog are tweeting score, so you can get caught up on the game and still listen to this one at the same time. Little option play, fakes the handoff. McDowell keeps it, trying to go around the corner, gets by one, and then by a second, and then a flag thrown from the back judge, and that's going to be a hold against the Blue Devils, their second holding penalty of the ball game.
And this drive, unfortunately, is going in the wrong direction, Greg, and this is what you kind of don't want to make another, you don't want to make a mistake here.
No, not at all. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of time left for Milton Hershey to have the football, but nevertheless,
I don't think you're going to see anything fancy here on this play.
No, I wouldn't think so either.
Penalty is assessed. It's going to be 2nd and 18 for the Blue Devils. Football resting at their own 30-yard line.
So let's see what the Blue Devils can do.
Wow, that's awful nice.
That is awful nice. So Blue Devils hand off to Kane. Kane has a little running room up over the 35, rumbles to the 40. Unfortunately, that's still going to be 9 yards shy of a first down, but it's a 3rd and 9 instead of a 3rd and 17.
Absolutely. It makes it a manageable 3rd down. Actually, where they spotted that, Greg, I think that's going to be about a 3rd and 7. Again, another generous spot. So, you got an opportunity to make a play here. And that's what we need, just someone to step up and make a play.
McDowell threw it, and it was in and out of the hands. Unfortunately, Daquan Bornay, Jr., and so an incomplete pass, a near interception.
Yeah, that would have been a disaster for us. So I think
it flipped everything around a little bit, and they put him in a tough situation. Gelsinger had to go to his right. Now he line drives it, hits at the 44, bounces the whole way back to the 22. That's where he's going to be picked up by Proctor, and Proctor is brought down at the 34-yard line. So, minute 40, 2 timeouts left for the ball club from Milton Hershey.
I tell you what, another heck of a play there by Gelsinger, the punter. Again, there's been a couple near disasters here that, that snap was off to the side. He made a nice adjustment. Wasn't, again, a textbook kick, but it worked out, and it's going to put Milton Hershey 65 yards away from pay dirt with a minute to go. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
They'll spread the field, put 3 receivers to the far side, the near side, which is the wide side. Now they're going to bring 1 in motion, and he goes to the opposite side, so 2 in each. Into the belly of the fullback, but he is stopped right away. No gain on that play. Matter of fact, a loss. Darren Holdsworth, once again, the senior, 6 foot, 200-pound senior in the backfield for the stop. So a loss of 5, going to be second and 5, or 15, excuse me. And they're going to run the play the opposite way. Cross with the ball. Cross gets up to the original line of scrimmage where he is stopped and brought down there by the Blue Devils. And in on the tackle appears to be, I'm not sure who all got in on that one. And the Blue Devils, Milton Hershey now in a 3rd and 9.
And here's where you wonder if it makes sense to do the hurry up now that we can see the rosters with the lights on.
Yeah, it didn't have the lights on up here. A little dark.
But
snap.
A little surprised here.
Crossing play and incomplete pass. Thrown hard and
that stops
away.
The clock.
Yeah, it does. Carrington was the intended receiver, Smith, and it falls incomplete.
You know what we could use right here, Greg? One of those
block
snaps
punt?
over the head.
Okay, yes, yeah. That happened last week for Chambersburg. It was a snap over the head, but it was also a floater.
Yes.
So it took so long to get to him. And
of course, this young man's 6'3" back here,
yeah,
so he's going to have to really.
Yeah,
he throws the ball up high, though.
He does. He does put it up there. This is Para again. And now they're going to have to call a timeout.
And that's smart on Milton Hershey's part. They're going to make sure this doesn't get blocked or make sure they're under. But this gentleman's
go. 2 timeouts remaining. Milton Hershey figured out some things, made a couple stops, but the turnovers were the killers.
Without question, Greg. You have a pick 6 directly leads to a touchdown, and then that fumble on the exchange led to the drive that scored on a nice pass then. But you just got to, those things happen. You got to overcome the adversity, and you got to figure it out.
Bad snap, but he gets a nice punt away.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, going to take
going
to take a Milton Hershey roll as it hits at the 34, still rolling down to the 26-yard line. Clock now stopped. at 25.7.
I think you'll see the famous victory formation here, and we'll go in at half. But the Blue Devils have to feel confident that they can play with these guys.
That should be obvious when they go in. I mean, they certainly did play with them, and except for the 2 turnovers that have led them to the scores, Blue Devils, McDowell brings the offense out. They'll start from the left hash. Mark moving left to right, and that is near the near side of the field. Menser comes out here wide.
Well, they're in shotgun.
Yep, and so does Dustin Schaefer. And is that going to be a motion penalty?
Timeout Milton Hershey. I don't think Milton Hershey anticipated them at all being in that shotgun formation.
3rd timeout taken by Milton Hershey. And I'd like to remind you one more time that you can count on your premier HVAC series of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle. Ball evening for football. Start of the ball game is 66 degrees. A nice little breeze that not moving the flag much, but we can fill it up here in the press box. And again, a stark contrast to what happened last year when the Blue Devils traveled up to Milton Hershey and played in triple-digit heat, or at least the index was that way. It's 64 degrees now, so not a big drop. And the run straight up the middle, that time from the Wildcat, more or less, as
timeout Greencastle.
Yeah, McDowell just goes straight up the middle.
They're going to 17
well,
seconds
they
left.
got to restart it. Yep. So they'll see what they can do. McDowell again. That was design run on his part. This time he's going to hand off on a little fake draw play. He gets the ball to Peck. Peck is brought down at the 41-yard line. That's going to do it. Not going to get a chance for a snap or anything else, and they're just going to let it run out. The Blue Devils will go into the halftime trailing 3 here by 11, 14-3. Milton Hershey with 2 scores in the second quarter. We'll be back to do the halftime show from Antrim Insurance right after these messages on midpenbroadcasting.com on the F&M Trust Sports Network. Also with the sportspage.blog, gametimepA.com, and on WRGG 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org.
Everybody likes having more room. Sometimes it's your living space at home, but sometimes it could be finding more room in your budget. That's why F&M Trust offers the home equity loan and the home equity line of credit. The loan helps with home improvements, and the line of credit adds in more flexibility for future purchases. Either home equity choice will help with consolidating bills, too. Right now, F&M Trust has great low home equity rates, so you can add more room just the way you like. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Equal housing lender.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a
Dealers tell you what we can't do. Let it find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is you give everyone free Pennsylvania State inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tag savings on every Chevy in stock. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drives. So find out for yourself why so many travel so far. It's our lowest price guarantee and only right here in Greencastle at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't.
Johnny's has steaks.
Wood pulled pork barbecue, 3 pound.
$28.95.
It's
a Keystone Ford. Eagles fans love its best-in-class payload. Baltimore Raven fans like the F-150's efficiency with best-in-class gas mileage. And Washington fans, well, they love the Keystone Ford price. Steelers fans like defense and the F-150's 5-star crash test rating. Regardless of your team, we've got your truck. We're Keystone Ford, a dealer for you, the people.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Welcome back on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG 93.7 on the web at WRGG.org. Our halftime show brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, and 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Blue Devils trailing this one here tonight at Cayley Field, 14-3. They scored first, went up 3-0 when Ian Gelsinger put one in from 39 yards out. It was a drive of 44 yards. It came at the 4:19 mark. But then Milton Hershey scored on back-to-back, well, not necessarily possessions, but turnovers. Blue Devils fumbled, gave the ball to Milton Hershey at the 46, 33-yard pass play on a little screen play, and they went up by the 7:32 mark of the second quarter. They went up 7-3. Then on the very next possession, on the third play of the possession, interception and a 37-yard return, and the extra point was good. And from there on, it was just a matter of punting out for both teams. But Rick, two different quarters where the Blue Devils dominated one, and I don't know if Milton Hershey dominated the second quarter per se, but they certainly got the breaks.
Well, you're right, Greg. I think if I'm Coach Taninis, I'm pointing that out over and over again there. Two plays, and this is a whole different game, and we're still in it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we shot ourselves in the foot with two turnovers. And, you know, when you're playing a team that on paper is better than you, you know, you can't have the mistakes, and that puts pressure on you. I mean, that's hard to play a perfect game without question. But, you know, flipping that around, Milton Hershey didn't have the turnovers. Are they going to happen for them in the second half? Usually those things even out. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. Again, we're just, I think, a play away from being right there. And, you know, offense, there's no question there's been a tremendous improvement from last year to this year. I mean, we beat Chambersburg handily. We're right in the game against a very good Milton Hershey
Yeah, and that was
squad.
41-3 last year, by
Yes.
the way. 41-3. And it wasn't that close.
No, and you do. You get the sense that, you know, we've made a lot of improvements. And I think if you're a Blue Devil fan right now, you got to be feeling very good that this is going to be a great season. You've got a chance to really compete in the Colonial Division.
I think so. Again, Shippensburg looks to be the cream of the crop again, as they return some decent, skilled position players, and they're going to be really good. But I think when you go into that ball game, if the Blue Devils continue to make improvement from game to game, as they usually do, that should be a really interesting game. A lot of time in between that one, but nevertheless, they can still win this one tonight. They got to come out and just make sure those mistakes they did early on not happen again, and somehow get back into the energy that they had and go from there. We'll be right back with more of the Antrim Insurance halftime show on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 and on the web at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Welcome back to Cayley Field. Beautiful night for football. Blue Devils trailing here against Milton Hershey in Game 2 of this season. They trail 14-3, and as we mentioned numerous times, 2 turnovers have led to that situation for the Blue Devils, and they just have to come in and make those corrections. Checking out the scoreboard brought to you by the sportspage.org, and it is Waynesboro leading Lancaster 7-3 at the half. The defense there obviously has been tough. At halftime, Shippensburg leads Chambersburg 21-6. Chambersburg scoring with 23 seconds remaining. Brady Stumball, who came in for the injured Collier last week, he was 7 for 10 on that drive, and that's pretty impressive drive against a pretty good team, Shippensburg. Also, let's see here, looking at James Buchanan, they lead. They trailed. Fairfield leads James Buchanan 28-0 at the end of the first quarter, and the James Buchanan Rockets still having some problems. You know, they changed their schedule this year. They dropped out of the Mid-Penn conference for football. They're playing an independent conference, but they got 9 games. 5 of them are against teams they played and got beat by last year. So it's not necessarily this real easy schedule for them. They have some teams they haven't played coming up, like Clear Spring, who we don't really know what that's going to be like, but nevertheless, and they have some really good athletes. The Haupt kid really runs well, but he also plays defense well for him, and he also does a good job punting for him. So, you know, what I'm saying is he doesn't come off the field,
right,
and that makes it tough for him. So,
well, you know, talking to Coach Strout, you know, they felt they needed to do something to you know, it's a catch-22, right? Winning brings out kids, but there's more to it. There's much more to it than winning, but it's not very exciting to go out and get pounded. And, you know, I've always thought football was the hardest sport because it's such a physically demanding game. You know, if you're physically getting beat up out there, it's not a lot of fun.
Not a lot of fun.
And, you know, unfortunately, they just – until you saw the numbers, that I read in the paper last year, it really hits you. And I think half the wins came in one season over the last 20 years. So I think the strategy is sound. It's try to get some excitement, try to, you know, have some success. And success might not necessarily be wins and losses, but competitive games that you feel good about yourself. And, you know, hopefully they can get that back on track.
Well, we're hoping for their sake, too, that they can be, that we can get them back on the schedule as one of those teams that you just want to continually play, because not just because of the proximity, but, you know, kids know each other. It's been a rivalry for years, though lately, particularly like in football, it has slipped out. But nevertheless, James Buchanan always seems to play well against the Blue Devils, so we hope that, as you mentioned, that strategy will work out for them. And we'll keep following them this year. By the way, if you want to listen to the James Buchanan football game with Fairfield, simply go to midpennbroadcasting.com, as we have added the Rockets to the schedule. Happy to do that. Terry Beagle, longtime coach, tennis coach at James Buchanan, on the play-by-play. She was the PA announcer for them. And Eric, and Eric Reed. I know him real well. And
You guys are tight, huh?
former real tight. Former softball coach at James Buchanan, and former employee of the Public Opinion. He's doing the color for him, and you can read his stories before and after each game on thesportsblog.com. We're one team away. We want to add Waynesboro to that schedule. Shippensburg has coverage so that all county schools will have coverage on midpenbroadcasting.com. So, hey, if you know anybody who wants to do that, just let us know. It's that simple. We're going to take a break, come back with a little bit of what the Blue Devils need to do to get ready to play the second half to pull out a victory. And we'll be return on the Antrim Insurance halftime show on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, gametimepA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 and on the web at WRGG.org.
Hi, it's Greg Kennedy, General Manager of Blaze Alexander Chevrolet in Greencastle. Don't let other dealers tell you what we can't do. Let us show you what we can do. There's a reason folks are flying in from as far as Texas, Florida, Nebraska, and North Carolina. It's our lowest price guarantee. And when they get here, they find out the price you see is the price you pay. And the best part is you don't have to travel. We're right here in Greencastle. Stop and shop or check us out online at blazechevy.com, where you can shop at your place, at your pace. And there's more. We're the area's #1 volume Chevy dealer. We've got the Used Car Super Center. We give everyone free Pennsylvania state inspection. Our everyday low prices basically give you bonus tag savings on every Chevy in stock. And with our credit doctors, Mike and Nate, everybody drives. So find out for yourself why so many travel so far. It's our lowest price guarantee, and only right here in Greencastle at Blaze Alexander Chevrolet, where we're taking deals the other guys won't. Guaranteed. Find new roads.
Se habla español.
Summer's still cooking, so fire up those grills for Johnny's Labor Day sale. With more details, here's Imposter Hawker.
Barbecue! Johnny's has steaks. 12-ounce New York strip steaks, just $4.95 each. 8-ounce New York strip steaks, $3.25 each. And 6-ounce ribeye steaks, $2.25 each.
Wow, Imposter Hawker, $2.25 each.
That's what I said.
Sweet! Fresh 80-20 burgers, 10 pounds, only $29.95. Holton Black Angus burgers, 5 pounds for $17.95. Brookwood pulled pork barbecue, 3 pounds, only $12.95. Winter Garden deli salads, Amish macaroni, Dutch potato, or cream slaw, 2 pounds, $3.95 each.
Snow crab clusters, $9.95 a pound. And 5-pound block of 3640 raw Gulf shrimp, $28.95.
It's the Labor Day sale at Johnny's, Route 11 South Chambersburg, and Johnny's Express, Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg.
Remember, Johnny's will be closed Monday, September 4th for Labor Day.
When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Off-site catering is also available. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
At Horace Mann, we believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 116 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Our halftime show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Well, Rick, Blue Devils come out of the locker room. They do appear to be ready to play. I'm sure Coach Janinis mentioned something about energy. And it's not that they didn't. It just, I think, what had a little frustrated, you just kind of get into the game, and I don't want to say the routine of the game, but you get into the flow of the game. You got to find some spots. We need a play or two, just I think, to get the crowd back into it, get everyone really back excited about it. But they should feel really good that they're within striking distance. They played. I think, and maybe I'm a homer, I think they outplayed them. We've beat the turnovers to death. We've talked about them, but up and down the field, we've put together a couple of nice drives. Unfortunately, we just haven't finished them off. I'm not going to argue with him. I think we have dominated the ball game to a certain degree, but the only time they put a drive together was after the fumble, and that time they were able to go on 10 plays, a 46-yard drive, and it was a big screen pass to their running back, Oshinakwa, and that gave them the 7-point lead. Then the very next play, a freak play, more or less, because the ball was thrown. It was knocked up in the air by a defender on what was going to be a screen pass, and it came right down into the hands of one of their defensive linemen, who rumbled because nobody was there. Everybody was setting up the block for the screen, and they get the other score. So besides that, it's we give them credit for the score. It would be 7-3. They're not out of it. The Blue Devils really, as you said, someone's got to make a big play somewhere. Yeah, and it doesn't just have to come from your offense. Maybe special teams. You still wait. Is it possible for Milton Hershey to play a mistake-free game? They haven't had their turnover yet. Usually at the high school, at any level of sports, there's going to be a turnover or two that happen. It matters when they happen. So hopefully we got ours out of our system, and we can create one on the other end. So the Blue Devils were 2 penalties for 20 yards. Milton Hershey 2 penalties for 25 yards. And passing, it was like this, 3 for 8 for Milton Hershey. The Blue Devils were 3 for 7. Of course, one of the passes was a touchdown. Gelsinger set the kickoff. Started the second half, squib kick. Going to take a big bounce hit at the 30, and then bullet right into the hands of the up back there, number 7, which is Shiako, whatever you call him in the first name, but we like to call him by his last name, and that is their running back, Oshinakwa. What'd you call him? Shiago. That's his first name, Oshinakwa. He brings it to the 40. Milton Hershey has first possession here of the second half. They're moving from the east end to the west end, from right to left, wearing their brown chocolate pants, white jerseys, trimmed in the chocolate color, along with a gold 10. Their helmets chocolate with gold outline of the Spartan. Little misdirection play, and somehow they get the ball finally into the hands of Cross. Cross has a big run out over the 45 to the 48-yard line. Was that the design play? I don't think so. The Manning made a nice athletic play to catch the snap, got the timing all fouled up, and Cross changed directions. Shiago, Okulinawa, and Cross were definitely their top offensive players in the first half. They got a lot of speed and he contained. So here they go, second and short yardage. Last time they went into a under center, but this time they're going from the top of center. Fumble, and on the ball right away comes Liam Cross. He's the one that fumbled the exchange with Manning. He recovers, but the Blue Devils get a small break. Now it's not that easy first down. Right, exactly right. And I think he just dropped it. It looked from here that the snap was good. Manning got the ball to him. Just I'm not sure what happened, but good presence of mind by Cross from Milton Hershey to jump on the ball because the Blue Devils were bearing down. Third down now and 6. They will bring in motion, and they throw out here to the flats, overthrown the intended receiver, Proctor. Another rocket that I think he just threw a little too hard. I think he had his receiver, but he uncorks it. Fumble was huge. Their first fumble, they didn't lose it. We said it wasn't that big a turnover, but it wasn't a turnover. But in fact, it does turn the ball over to us. Blue Devils will set up for a punt return, which they haven't had the opportunity to do so, as the punter for Milton Hershey, Joshua Pera, stands back, gets the snap, gets it off, curves a little bit to the right, then takes a Greencastle bounce for once and stopped at the 34-yard line. Blue Devils will have that for the first offensive possession here of the second half.
Something funky is going to happen on that punt, Greg. He throws the – if you're just listening to us and not watching it, and maybe that's what he does, and he's practiced it all his life.
He's done it every game, yeah.
Yeah, I mean
every time.
It just you just get the sense that something funky is going to happen there, but he seems to know what he's doing.
Punters normally don't drop maybe an inch. His is maybe a good foot up in the air. Greencastle on the offense. They're going to give it to Messina. Messina is tripped up right away after about a 100-yard run.
Wasn't Medina.
What did I say, Messina? Why did I say that?
You're pitching for the Orioles.
Yes, I am. Medina, I know that.
Yeah.
Medina now at a half yard on that pickup. They have really, Milton Hershey scouted that well. They know that's coming. Second down and 10 for the Blue Devils. They will spread out Jarrett Mumal to the near side of the field, and they'll bring in the motion. They'll run the jet sweep to Cade Marshall. Marshall turns the corner, and then a nice tackle.
Yeah, there's a flag down there, too.
By Jarrett T. Ross. That's how his name is listed, Jarrett T. Ross. And there is a flag in the backfield. Be the third penalty against the Blue Devils. That one hurts.
I think they're going to decline it, though.
Are they?
Yep.
The penalty has been declined.
Okay.
Brings up a 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10.
9 for the Blue Devils.
Pick up his flag there. But Jarrett T made a nice job, just hung on to the jersey.
Yeah, real nice play. And, Milton Hershey's got good team speed. They got good size. They're gonna be a force to reckon with in their conference.
Yes, they will. Two receivers to the near side of the field. McDowell fakes the handoff, play action, looks to throw, and fires and misses his intended receiver that time. Open for a brief moment was Thomas Hebert.
And, it's so easy from up here, but Cade Marshall was wide open in the middle of the field deep.
Yeah, I agree with you. For us, we could see the whole field fairly easy, and that one just falls incomplete. Gelsinger will come in to punt again.
Gelsinger in to punt for the Blue Devils.
He's done it a few times already. Sean Proctor standing at his 30. Gelsinger, bad snap, his knee's down. His knee is down, and that will give them the ball at the 23-yard line. It's not a turnover, but it's just as bad as a turnover. So bad snap.
Down at the,
that's just can't have those type of mistakes.
Milton Hershey from there.
So they'll get the ball in excellent field position at the 24-yard line. Last time they were 3 and out, and they fumbled the ball on a handoff. That one, they all hurt, but that one wasn't. There's no good one. I'll be quiet at that. There's no good time for the play that shouldn't have happened. Blue Devils line up 4-3 defense. And they'll bring Smith in motion, looking to pass is Manning. Manning thrown for the end zone, and he has it. Touchdown to Neum Cross, and that will simply be a 24-yard touchdown pass.
Now that was a very nice touch on the ball. Dropped it right in there as Cross ran down the seam. And unfortunately, that's not the way the Blue Devils wanted to start the second half.
No, not at all. And I tell you what, it wasn't that he was defended bad.
No, it was a great pass.
Yeah, it was a great pass. He was defended well. He had 3 blue jerseys around him. But nevertheless, they get the score, and they will send out Andy Harrington, their extra point kicker and field goal kicker. Snap was good. Sort of twisted to the left, and they had to readjust it, but he gets it through the uprights, and they scored quickly on a one-play drive that went to 24 yards, second touchdown pass of the game for Shamar Manning, and the lead now goes up to 21-3 in favor of Milton Hershey. We'll be right back on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com and also the sportspage.blog, gametimepA.com, and WRGG.
Streaming live with over 70 local sporting events a year. This is midpenbroadcasting.com.
So the Blue Devils have their hands full right now as they trail this one 21-3. And again, Rick, you know, we've said it. You go back and look at it, it's going to be 3 plays that will be highlighted by the coaching staff. And without those 3 plays, fumble, an interception, and a bad snap, Blue Devils are still up 3-0.
Yep, and just noticed on the sideline, this is very bad news for Greencastle. Seth Eberle has his pads off and his right arm in a sling. I didn't notice that in the first half. I'm not sure if something happened.
Well, you know what?
At halftime.
And kick back to the 20-yard line. Greencastle's going to get a chance to run it, but they only get it to the 23. Remember when you said at one time he tackled somebody and he got the worst of the deal? I think that's when it was. I noticed when they came out, he wasn't stretching and obviously without his uniform on. So the Blue Devils will have to go to work now. 24-yard line is where the ball is spotted deep in their own territory. And the offense has sputtered. That's where Milton Hershey had the ball last series at the 24-yard line, same place. McDowell under center. Fakes the handoff. Controlled run, but Milton Hershey has 5 jerseys around it, and down he goes for a loss on the play of 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, and Coach Dennis did a nice job here. He's been positive. He went over to his snapper and punter. He's got him over here on the side working on it, getting their confidence back. And, you got to keep playing. You got to play through the mistakes.
Well, that is the snap. If he was the one who did it last time, that's not their normal snapper. So that's always a situation when you bring someone else new in. Play action, thrown across, trying to go Messina. Messina didn't get turned around in time. It's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, timing just off on that screen pass.
And actually, he really had to rush the pass a little bit because of that. Milton Hershey has responded well after that first quarter of Greencastle moving the ball. Matter of fact, up until that point where the fumble occurred, Blue Devil was still moving the ball very well. That took a little bit of the wind out of the sails. I think last week when quarterback went down for Chambersburg, I said it took a little bit of the sails out of the wind. Either way, it hurt him. McDowell from the gun. Looking to pass. Throwing the ball down here. Tenant receiver and falls incomplete was Jarrett Mumal. And not a bad throw, but he would have had to been perfect on the spot for it to be good.
Yeah, not a whole lot of separation there on the good coverage by the Spartans. And they get the ball back here. And really, they got a chance to put this game, really take total command of it with a score here.
Yeah, the Blue Devils need a turnover, need to create a turnover. Gelsinger now will stand at his 10-yard line. Snap is good, and the punt is a good one too. High punt to the 43-yard line. It is taken by Proctor. Proctor going toward his bench to the right side, has a little running room, gets past the 40 to 30, and finally brought down inside the 30-yard line at the 27-yard line. So the second consecutive possession for Milton Hershey where they start with excellent field position.
Yep, and that just puts the defense in a real bad bind there. When you go 3 and out that quick, you don't get off the field and you don't get a break, and that's tough, especially against a team of the caliber of Milton Hershey.
Right, we're seeing a little bit of that caliber. Milton Hershey really have turned it up here both offensively and defensively. Not Moomal, but the quarterback Manning now out of the shotgun. He'll have to his right side, Naeem Cross. Cross caught that pass last time. They have 2 receivers to the left, and they'll bring the wing back in motion. And they want to give the ball to Cross. Cross gets about a couple yards after making something out of nothing. And not a lot of yardage, but maybe 3 yards on the carry.
Blue Devils by 76, Jacob Reed.
Reed makes the stop for the Blue Devils.
Second down for the Spartans.
Going to call it 2nd and 7. Receiver up on the line into the near side. They have a slot to the left and a wing. Fumble on the snap, and really having a little bit of difficulty picking up. Manning didn't know where it was, but he's able to jump on it.
Unfortunately, the ball stayed right at his feet, so he could just fall on it, but big break for the Blue Devils here. Moves them back a little bit.
That's their second fumble now. Interference is going to be called against the Blue Devils. Antoine Carter, I believe, on that one against Greencastle.
Penalty flag on the play.
Why did they put the ball down where the flag is? I'm not taking it from the infraction because it was not a one.
Gentleman down here to our left agrees with you.
Yes, he does. They're going to march off 10 from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's the correct
Right,
I
yeah.
think they got a little fouled up there, but
Yeah, he spotted the ball down to the 10-yard line.
still not a first down.
Nope, still 5. Tail back to his left. Shoot, Greencastle jumped, and that will be the first down, Rick.
Yeah, and unfortunately now with a couple mental mistakes are creeping, and that's what happens when the rock starts rolling down the hill in the wrong direction.
Yes.
It gets hard to change it. You got to keep battling. Try to, like you said, get still that elusive turnover or big play.
Yeah, they've had the turnovers. They just haven't. Well, no, they've had the fumbles. Looking to pass again for the corner situation, and
that was very good defense.
Yeah, it was by Peck, and Isaiah Peck, the intended receiver for the ball club from Milton Hershey was Smith.
Our pass defense is much improved this year.
Oh
Greg.
my, yes, it really is. They last year and the year before
just struggled with it.
Right, yeah, but this year against Chambersburg, when they couldn't, they had trouble completing passes because they were so well covered.
Yeah, we've done a nice job. This is an explosive offense we're playing.
Handoff and stopped right away. Shear in there for a loss.
And the kids continue to play hard.
Yeah,
Those are all positives you look at. You look at the schedule, Chambersburg, Milton, Hershey, East Penn is going to be a tough one next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's really front-loaded, if
Right.
you will.
Right.
And football usually is because you play all your non-conference early. But there's still a lot of positives to take out of this, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, they could go into East Pennsboro, which is beatable, by the way. They do have a great
That
running
Neely
back.
kid's been there, I think I graduated with him.
Yeah, I think you did too. And looking to pass again. Manning has to step out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, stops and fires. Did he catch it? Oh, beautiful catch. Beautiful throw.
Yep.
Touchdown to Corrington Smith. And Manning has thrown his third touchdown pass of the ball game.
That was an absolute dart by Manning. He looked like Lucas from last year. Got out of trouble, never panicked, going against his body, just threw an absolute dart in the corner of the end zone. I'm sorry, I didn't see who made the catch. Smith made a great diving catch. Well covered.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. But nevertheless, it's a 7 points up on the board after the extra point. No doubt about that one. And with 6:10 remaining, still in the third quarter. It's been a slow third quarter. It is 28-3 in favor of Milton Hershey. And we'll be back.
5 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Back after the score, Milton Hershey went 5 plays, 27 yards, 22-yard pass from Manning to Smith, and it has made the score 28-3. Interesting enough, it seems closer than 28-3.
Well, I guess they say the scoreboard doesn't lie, but it definitely doesn't tell the whole story tonight, as the Devil's Den has traveled from the basketball court to the football field, and they're still fired up, which is always good to see. But, again, as Kane brings it out over the 33-yard line. But you're right, Greg. I mean, it's kind of been a slow-moving third quarter. We hold them, and all of a sudden Manning just made a fantastic throw there, as well as Smith with the catch. But just unfortunately, this game kind of got away from us a little bit. Now I think what you want to see is some positives.
Yeah,
and
you're
the
looking for
positives
that.
need to happen more on the offensive side of the ball. Do you have an update on the ship?
I was looking for that one, and we'll see what we have here. Here's a pass, looking for...
And talk about
my
positives,
goodness.
there
yeah,
you go.
There you go, great
McDowell
catch.
to Marshall.
Yes, Cade to Cade, and Marshall on the run made a great catch, and he's down to the 30-yard line. That switched the field in a big hurry. They went from the 33, now down to the, let's see where the spot's going to be made. Going to make it at the 31. So a great pass, a great catch, and yep, you're right. That was a big positive for the Blue Devils. Gives McDowell a little bit of faith here, too. Handoff goes quickly to Kane. Kane still rumbling through, but he only picks up about 3 or 4 yards on that one. Fairfield leading at the half 42-0 over James Buchanan. Just looking here, they had a Hall of Fame induction at Shippensburg, so that slowed down the half. McDowell on the quarterback run, not the keeper, but the run. He's up to the spot should be at approximately the 25-yard line. So McDowell, they are 3 yards shy of first down. And
definitely 4.
Yes, now they're 5 yards shy of first down.
I would think we're in 4-down territory now.
Yeah, Kane could not make anything happen out of that one. I think so too, Rick, and I don't think you get 3. That's not going to do you any good. You need to.
You've got to run some live plays and get some first downs and things like that. You got to work on some other parts of your game. And Cade McDowell has a lot of running room here.
Yes, he does. He's down to the 20, down to the 10. He didn't get in. He almost got in. Left side. That was designed, and that was a well-called play and a great run.
Excellent call by the Blue Devil coaching staff. And what's the best part of this, Greg, for me, the kids are responding. They're still playing, and that's what you're looking for. Are we still playing hard? Are we still involved? And we are, and we're moving in the right direction here. And let's punch this in. Let's get it to big Wesley Medina here to drive this home.
From the 1 yard line.
Or actually, Cade McDowell might just keep this himself.
We'll see. Last week.
We got the big package in again.
They do. They got the 2 big boys in the backfield, and they're going to give it to Medina.
Oh, wow.
He got crunched. What a play by Cross. Wow, I never seen him go down like that. Lost on the play by a yard.
That Cross has played a heck of a game offensively. Defensively, he has been physical, and you don't see Wesley Medina go backwards very often.
No, not very often. Second down, goal to go from the 2 yard line. McDowell up under center, same in the backfield. And this time they're going to go McDowell on the bootleg to the right side, and they stop him at the 2 yard. Oh, he went forward.
They stopped in the initial, and then he kept grinding it out there. Almost came out the other side.
They're going
I think he got it back to where it was.
Yes. So now it'll be a third down, still 2 yards to punch it in. Austin Kane comes back into the ball game, and he will take the place of Bradley Shear.
How about a little fake and McDowell to McDowell? We'll get number 87 Max McDowell right over their heads.
They did that last week for an extra 2-point conversion. McDowell. Play action, he's going to roll. Looking for a hole, but not there.
Look who it is again.
Yeah,
Cross.
Once again, it's Cross. Naheem Cross making a big defensive play. The 6'1 junior standing at 210 or weighing in at 210.
Yeah. Very impressive player. Just physical. He hits you, he wraps you up. When he runs real hard.
That was that same play they ran that McDowell got the big yardage on. And they saw it coming, they adjusted to it. Let's see what happens here. Jet sweep. It is not going to make it in, 1 yard shy, as Marshall tried to dive across it. So they hold on that one, and it will take over on the 2 yard line. Wow. That's
deflating.
Yeah, that's deflating.
Yep, that's just unfortunate there. 4 shots at it from inside the 3, we'll call it.
Well, yes, it was. Yeah,
it was the 1 a couple times.
I think it was the 1. It started out with the 1, then went back to the 2, then got to the 1, and they just couldn't punch it in.
Yep.
So Milton Hershey, at the 2 yard line.
2 minutes and 24 seconds left in the third quarter, and you said it. You're right. It's been a very slow third quarter, and it's going to get slower with a timeout by the Spartans.
Spartans will take the timeout. As they do that, we'll have the opportunity to tell you that you can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all of your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit them online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Along with that, football season is here, and of course, B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub is celebrating with post-game specials. Following tonight's game until 11 p.m., $2 off on a dozen wings and $3 off on a burger. Join B Street 104 for Sunday brunch every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Special music coming in October. Check out our new menus at B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub, 104 East Baltimore Street, downtown Greencastle. Open Friday and Saturday nights until 11:30 p.m.
We'd like to thank our camera young lady.
Camera young lady.
She is doing it without a tripod.
Yeah. Tripod.
She's holding it the entire time.
Yeah, give her credit because some big dummy forgot the tripod. And, in fact, I'm not even sure I know where it's at, so we'll find it. Ruth Ann Felix, she'll be joining us all football season. That just a rush from the quarterback straight up the middle to get him out of some danger zone there. So they get up to about the 4-yard line instead of the 2. 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Blue Devils could get a stop and at least have.
We got back.
They got back. At least have pretty decent field position.
They're going to have to take another time out here. They're not going to get this play off.
Well, now he's making the call at the line of scrimmage. I haven't seen the hand go up from the judge. Snap, hand off quickly. And nice little run up the middle. Going to be close to that first down marker. No, not about 2 yards shy of it.
The defense continues to be tough.
Yes, they did. Oceanwakwa that time, the ball carry out of the backfield.
And he's played very well tonight as well.
From the 10.
Milton Hershey's not one-dimensional, that's for sure. They've got multiple playmakers. And their line's doing a good job.
Oh, they are. They'll send in motion the wingback. And they'll give the ball to Oceanwakwa. There is a penalty.
Coming back.
Yep, thank goodness, because he got the first down and went up over the 20. Oceanwakwa was a hard runner. And that will bring him back half the distance to the goal line.
Darren Holdsworth caused that hold again, number 57. He's played a great game. Was in their backfield again, and again, the only thing the lineman could do is grab a hold of him or it would have been a loss.
Right. Should probably go to the 4-yard line as they start from the 8, the point of the infraction. Just their third penalty. That one only 4 yards. So the Blue Devils now, Milton Hershey faces a 3rd and 10. Blue Devils, if they could just get a stop here. They are sending Smith in motion, and he's looking to pass. Throwing down field and behind everybody. And Antoine Carter, the defender for the intended receiver, Chris Fernsworth.
Yeah, good defense by Carter there.
Yes, it was, and that'll bring up the punting situation. Now, here's where you want the bad snap.
Yes, send this right through the goalpost.
Yes, you get the 2 points and get the ball back. Para standing right at the end of the goal line.
Something funky's going to happen here, Greg.
He has 1 foot in, or both feet in. He has to.
Wouldn't be bad to catch it and step out of bounds, too.
Yeah, maybe just to give him, but he's not going. He's going to punt it away.
He gets it off. Good punt.
Nice punt. And it
no.
fumbled on a punt and recovered by the Blue Devils at the 48-yard line. Woo! That was close, only because on Christian Ruth Brown was there.
Yes.
48-yard line.
So that was a nice punt. That's going to be recorded for 44 yards.
Very nice punt out of there.
Yes. And the Blue Devils now still in their own territory. They'll take over at the 48 here in the third quarter, 35 seconds left. See what they can do here, put something together on this possession of the ball game.
Had a great run last time. Got it down to the 1-yard line. Let's see what we can do here.
McDowell stops and throws.
Nice pass.
Nice pass, nice catch. It goes into the hands of Levi Menser. Menser on the run makes the catch at the 20 and takes it down inside the 15 to the 14. That's 2 back-to-back nice passes.
Well, we talk about what are you looking for now, Greg? You're looking for progress. You're looking for positives. The passing game is becoming a positive. We'll be able to throw the ball downfield, and that if the more we're able to do that, or at least give the impression that we can do that, it loosens up the running game.
Speaking of the running game, here comes Peck with the ball, and he goes right side, gets down to about the 13-yard line. So that'll be a nice 4-yard pickup on first down.
Jaden Paris on the tackle.
So Blue Devils, they're in the hurry-up offense right now. No huddle offense. You notice that? It's the first time I've seen that out of the Blue Devils, I think, that at least I've been paying attention. And they don't get it off. The quarter comes to an end. We are headed to the final 8 minutes of play. Blue Devils have some catching up to do. They trail Milton Hershey 28-3 on the F&M Trust Sports Network, on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, gametimepa.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 and on the web at WRGG.org.
When it comes to buying Price Tire Guarantee.
Join Jig Institute in Mercersburg on Bain Road for Native American powwow. Saturday, September 9th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, September 10th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come together with Native people. Dance, sing, learn Native traditions, enjoy Native food. All drums welcome. Featuring Aztec dancers and Potomac dancers. Music by Medicine Horse Singers as host drum and Mother Earth singers as second drum. Enjoy the beauty of the Tuscarora Mountain and explore Native American culture. More at explorefranklincountypa.com.
Well, while we were going, Blue Devils ran that little double handoff counter, and they get the ball down to the 1 yard line. And let's see if they can put it in this time. Last time they were there, Rick, they tried too many times to get it in. But McDowell takes it across on the quarterback keeper.
Somebody
this time.
put your hands
there
up.
It
there
is,
you
finally.
go.
Took a while, didn't
it? Had to talk him into it, I think. But well, you know what? Great job by the Blue Devils. They score. They, now what a difference the game would make if we could put together a real good fourth quarter.
Yes. Win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only a 4-play drive. Extra point, Gelsinger. They were close to getting it, but they didn't. He puts it up and in. Blue Devils have taken a little bit of, well, they've narrowed the margin down to 28-10. Let's just say it that way. And the chance of the Blue Devils here, that's early on in the fourth quarter. And we'd like to remind you once again, you can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Series Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Blue Devils, 4 plays, as we mentioned. It started at the 48-yard line, and the Gelsinger extra point is good. So now 28-10 at the 11:44 mark of the fourth quarter. Well, let's see what happens here. Blue Devils always squib kick, so it sort of always looks like it's going to be an onside kick. Gelsinger set to go. And Squibb kicks it, but it's going to go way back to the 20-yard line. Filled it at the 20 and brought back to on the left side by their number 7, Oshinakwa. Not only does he run tailback, but he kicks off.
I think he drove the bus here.
He might have.
Greg, is that something Coach Dennis has always done?
Yes.
I mean, I remember just since I've been around. But
yeah, I think sometime in life he was burnt by kicking it long, and he never forgets. And you know what happens if he kicks it long? Someone usually then all of a sudden returns it. So he's very cautious that way. And he's had some kickers here that could put the ball down deep inside the 10 or even for the touchback. Blue Devils scout that one out. They knew that was coming as they went to the tailback. He tried to get around the corner, the fullback, and he goes nowhere. That was for the first time we saw running the football, Darius Briggs.
Yep, Shear and Rowe again, and you say that a lot. Those two guys, 35 and 45, make a lot of tackles.
And coming out of that linebacker position, and you got to give the defensive line, the down linemen, credit too, because they're making it possible for the linebackers to get in
keeping
there.
the blockers off them. Yep.
Pro set, 2 in the backfield, load snap, picks it up, hands it off. And here comes a run. They're in trouble now to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and down to the 10. Finally brought down is Avon Cross, not to be confused with the other guy.
Yep, that was a good hustle by Isaiah Peck to catch him, but just simply a run up the middle and nobody home for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, that's too bad because, again, Blue Devils had a nice play on the play before. And then that occurred. So now they'll have the football, and they will set at the inside the 10-yard line. They have and knock back till the going to be the 4-yard line. So it'll be second and short yardage for. So Tykeer Gibson is in at running back. Manning still quarterback. Smith is the wing back, and into the end zone for a touchdown is Tykeer Gibson. As a 5'9" junior, and they score on that one.
Number 6, Tykeer Gibson, touchdown Spartans.
In that one, Rick might
now all of a sudden it's a little different game. But
TV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Caitlin Eshelman, Brianna Miller, and Paige
Blue Devils trying to get something going here, even though the lead has ballooned to 34-10. Kickoff, going to take a bounce and filled it and covered. I don't know if that was what he wanted to do, but I think he just tripped as he went to get the ball. So the Blue Devils, that was Cade Marshall. Blue Devils have the ball at the 21-yard line. Let's see what they can do here going to work. Blue Devils on the road next week to East Pennsboro. Blue Devils in wing T. It's send the wing back into motion, and that is Marshall. He gets the call up over the 20. He goes up to the 25-yard line. Little pickup, nice little pickup there. Trying to get you a score from Shippensburg with Chambersburg, but nothing there. So Waynesboro leading 16-10 over Lancaster Catholic. No score in the third quarter, so it remains 21-6 in Chip's favor over Chambersburg.
Kane brought down by number 21.
And that is Jelena Licorice.
Nice tackle. Good Kane on the jet sweep.
They're going to line Medina. He did. Like a face masking to me.
Oh, that wasn't.
Yeah, he was close to the first down and then decided to go backwards.
Yeah, got to know where you're on the field, turn it up, and get that first down. Brings up a 4th and 2.
So they're going to have to punt it away.
And about 7 coaches are walking over to Cade Marshall.
Yeah, and I'll tell them the same
Exactly.
thing. Nothing new to tell you at this point in time. Sean Proctor already back and motioning for a fair catch before the kick is even up.
You're right.
He did that. He did that as soon as he went back there, and they weren't even thinking about kicking it, punting it yet. So the punt goes to the 36-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for everyone's mascot. How about you, Blue?
And so the Blue Devils go on defense once again, and we'll see who Milton Hershey trots out here. See if they stay with Manning. He played that last series. Carrington Smith still in the ball game for him.
I don't see Manning in the huddle. I think I see him over there in the sidelines. They're going to get some other guys some experience.
They have brought in now Jalen Brown, who's a 5'10 junior. They'll send Smith in motion to the far side. They'll hand the ball off to the tailback. Tries to get around the corner. Doesn't get a whole lot of yards. Then he's crunched, and that is Darius Briggs. Picks up 1 yard on the carry, so it'll be a 2nd and 9 situation.
Well, and Coach Boger, what he's going to do now, which is really smart. You never know when you're going to need this.
Where's number 3 lined up at? It looks like he's offsides. I guess he isn't, but
Number 1 is going in motion every play. He's going to be exhausted.
They're going to try to fire it. Whoa, no one there for the intended receiver. And it falls incomplete. We'll stop the clock at 7:18.
3 guys in that pattern. They threw it between all 3.
All right.
Blue Devils are still fighting. We will have to get word then, something to look at for the week about Seth Eberle with his shoulder. Other than that, I'm looking around up and down the sideline. Look like everybody else, thank goodness, is healthy.
So from the shotgun, Milton Hershey will work again as they send Brown to that. Low snap and the jet sweep, not very well taken. Smith trying to get something going there, but he was hit right away by the Blue Devils' Darren Halsworth. And
he's had a heck of a game.
Yeah.
Stop in the backfield brings up a 4th down for Milton Hershey.
So the 4th down, they'll punt it away. They will bring in their punter, Joshua Pera. Blue Devils again will send Marshall and Peck deep.
You know you're going to do that all year.
I know, and I didn't do it last week.
So I said, blame it on me. I did it to start.
Your fault. There's the snap, not a real quick one. And nice punt, though, and a fair catch is called by Marshall, and he goes down at the 44-yard line. Blue Devils trot out that offense again. 6:31. I know they'd like to get another score up there.
Absolutely.
Just gave up 2 turnovers. That resulted in immediate scores almost. One was a 10-play drive after the turnover. The other one was an interception. And from there,
overall, I think it's another positive step for the Blue Devils. What they don't want, obviously, is a repeat of last year. So, much better showing.
McDowell throws the ball to Marshall, and I'm not sure he caught it. But they gave him credit for it.
Either, but
they gave him credit for it.
There's no one guarding Max McDowell down here at all. Oh,
too late. Now they got 2.
Now they got 2 on him. Someone's going to have to be open somewhere.
Screen. Then they get the ball to Peck. Peck finds a hole, breaks to the outside, but is brought down after he crosses the 50 to the 48-yard line. Now, unfortunately, if you're playing sandlot ball, you find that guy right away.
Exactly.
But when you have a design play call,
it's hard to
What
improvise
do I do? Yeah.
3rd down, about 2.
3rd and 2 for the Blue Devils. Clock running at 5:36 here. 34-10.
I'm sure that wasn't the defense Milton Hershey called.
No, I'm pretty sure. McDowell rolls to his right, stops, throws hard, hits
throw.
Marshall on the run. Marshall down the sideline. He caught it at the 30. He's at the 10. Dives and falls down at the 1-yard line.
We just can't get in clean, can we?
No.
Nice pass. Nice touch pass. Hit Marshall right in stride. I tell you what, we've got a playmaker in Cade Marshall and McDowell. The improvement and the growth from one year to the next has just been tremendous.
Oh, it has been. It really, really has been. It's
his composure. I mean, it's everything.
Yes. McDowell, he has Peck to his left, and McDowell keeps it, goes in for the score. McDowell from 2 yards out.
The keeper, touchdown, Blue Devils.
Good for them. That's.
They still keep plugging away in this one. They're not giving up. 34-16, with Gelsinger trotting out, trying to make it 17. McDowell to hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. Blue Devils now trail by 17. 34-17. We'll be right back. F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com. Don't go away.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Blue Devils set the kickoff after the score, 34-17. See what they do with this kick here. 5:10 to go. And it's going to travel back to the 20, all on the ground, picked up at the 23, and it is picked up and still rolling, and it still hasn't gone down yet, is Oshanakwa.
That whole thing was like in over motion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it did. I was like, what's going on? Pretty interesting weekend. Tomorrow night we are going to the Hangar Fest over at the airport where the
Mrs. Lewis will be there.
Will she?
With friends. I did not get invited.
Sorry about your luck on that one. And so we'll do that. Then Sunday we'll celebrate son Steven's 30th birthday with a party at the house. So it should be an interesting weekend, to say the least. Pro set. Brown in the middle of two receivers. Sends in motion the wingback. Oh, a little tussle. They fell over each other. Fumble, and the ball is loose.
I think it's still loose.
Yeah, it loose for about a half an hour. It rolled around, but I don't see any. It looks like they recovered it.
Am I allowed to do a shameless plug?
Sure.
If you're around Sunday at the John Allison, the proceeds go to both the boys and girls basketball programs, so you can have brunch, lunch, dinner, or takeout. It all counts.
Very good.
So you're helping the middle school and high school programs for both the girls and the boys. So if you can come out and help support us at the John Allison on Sunday, we'd really appreciate it.
This time they get the handoff into the arms of the running back. He's trying to go around the corner, and miraculously he does. I thought he was going to be stopped before that. He got about 9 yards on the carry. They're going to bring it up to the 40. Still going to be shy of the first down by 5 yards. A good hard running that time by Darius Briggs.
And Greencastle actually, in my opinion, caught a break there. I think AC Antoine Carter brought him down as a horse collar.
Yes.
I mean, that was kind of the textbook, right? He had his hand right on the back of the jersey there. But
that's how they demonstrated.
Yeah, not to do it.
At the coaches or the referee meetings, you can't do it this way.
Yeah.
We'll send two receivers to the left side of the field. That is the wide side. They'll work out of that pro set. And one receiver
Manning
to
back
the right.
in.
That is Manning. Yes, it is. And this time the handoff goes right away and is stopped right away as they got the ball into Tykeer Gibson. And the Blue Devils did a great job that time, and this will be a fourth down situation.
Well, they probably put Manning in to secure it. You know, it's not ridiculous by any means. And unfortunately, I don't know if he's not used to playing with those guys he was with, but they had a couple shaky handoffs there.
That they did.
And they played flawless tonight, so it's very odd. Let's see if we can punch another one in.
Yeah, I agree. Snap is there, and the kick is a line drive shot, and it's going to be taken by Marshall. He eludes one. He's at the 30.
One of his own.
Yes, he goes to the 40 and out of bounds at the 43. Not a bad idea. Get out of bounds.
Yep.
And, of course, they would have had to stop the clock anyway. I agree. Let's see if they can punch one in here for the Blue Devils. McDowell brings his team out. They'll work from the left hash mark, moving right to left here from the 43-yard line in their own territory. They have 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
Milton Hershey has 17 guys on the field right now. There they go.
Yeah, they got them all taken care of. McDowell on a designated run through the middle, up around the outside, barrels his way across the 50, down for a first down at the 47-yard line.
Well, I know there's about 12 guys, about 8 guys with headsets and Blue Devil jackets on. They're going to say this all night. You just wonder what would have happened if you take away those 2 turnovers in the first half. You just really wonder about that.
You do. McDowell in the gun.
Good catch.
Throws. Has a man open. Oh, just overthrew his intended receiver, Cade Marshall. And that had 6 written all over it.
I don't know if the snap was a little hard and low. I don't know if that threw off the timing at all, but he had him.
Yeah, he did. No huddle offense. Blue Devils been running that since the third quarter. Slot to the right. And 2 other receivers there. McDowell on the little draw play as they try to get it to Kane, and Milton Hershey wasn't falling for it. And so that'll bring him down at the 48-yard line.
Austin Kane, just a tough kid at 5'4", 155 pounds out there with the big boys, and he doesn't back down an inch.
Not at all. McDowell getting from the gun, goes through his hands, he picks it up. And now he's just going to throw it down here to a wide open. Oh, did he catch it?
Oh.
No, it was Thomas Hebert who somehow was wide. And when I say wide, I mean wide open.
Yeah, and I think Cade McDowell did everything he could. He I guess, took his eyes off the snap there, went through his hands, but didn't panic, got it. And I don't know if Hebert got caught up a little bit. Looks like he couldn't come back for the ball a little bit, but big missed opportunity there.
Certainly was. So 4th down situation. Blue Devils certainly will go for it with 2:36 to go, and they're going to give it to Kane. Kane's going to try to get around the right side. He gets to the 40 to the 39, but that is not enough, and that will put the ball back into the hands of the Milton Hershey Spartans here, and they will bring the offense back out again. So the Blue Devils will go back on the defensive end. They will travel to East Pennsboro next week, which should be a decent ball game. And I'm just looking here to see. 2:25 left. See if we can find some update. Waynesboro leads 23-10 over Lancaster Catholic.
Tonight's win by Wayne. Lancaster Catholic's usually pretty solid.
Yeah. So Chambersburg driving again. They're down to the SIP 15-yard line with 4:13 left, but they still trail 21-6. So even timeout taken by Milton Hershey. I want to talk things over. And again, we'll be on the road. Coming with us next week?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
Don't know yet.
All righty. I'll put my man Vern McCauley on standby.
Put him on standby.
Yeah.
Trying to get things accomplished before November rolls around.
I understand. I understand.
And if anyone's listening and bored tomorrow, there'll be a stone party at the Lewis household, as I have 3 scoops of decorative stone out front that need put down. So if you don't...
Okay. We're getting a signal our battery's going
I
low.
thought something bad was happening.
I thought so too. First play, we're just going to have to get used to that, is a 5-yard run up the middle.
Darius Briggs, the ball carrier.
Oh, wait. I'm not sure that's what we really wanted to do. Let me see here. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. And we went off the air down there. So let me see if I get the radio station back on the air. No, it says we're on the air. Okay, that's good. Too many things going on here.
New fancy equipment you got.
Yeah. So I think we're good. And let's see. So Milton Hershey with the ball. And coming around the right side, nice jump over the line. He picks up the first down.
That's going to come back.
Is it?
Yep. Number 9 for Milton Hershey. Had his Hunter Hanley was holding.
Okay. I'm not sure why we would have gone off the air there and not here. Oh, says we're on the air, doesn't it?
Says on air.
Anyway, that is coming back. Way back.
Minute 38 left in the ball game. Blue Devils will fall to 1-1. Milton Hershey will improve to 1-1.
You go ahead, Rick. I'm going to do some technical work here. You know how that goes.
I'm going to plead for people to help me move these decorative stones again tomorrow. You see? Oh, fumble. And Bradley Shear gets it. And number 57, and we've said this over, Darren Holdsworth makes the play again from that defensive end. And the Blue Devils keep working hard. And you don't want to see this at any time, especially now when it's really over. A Milton Hershey player is down.
1st and 10 at the Spartan 26-yard line.
And I apologize, I can't get the number, and I apologize, I'm used to Greg doing the play-by-play, so I guess I've got to keep up with it.
Timeout.
So there is an official timeout out here as we tend to the injured Milton Hershey player. Blue Devils, as Greg said, travel to Milton Hershey next week. Travel to East Pennsboro. Onassis Neely is an outstanding running back for East Pennsboro, so he'll be who the Blue Devils have to at least
broadcasting from the Wadeland Studios, high above the broadcast house in downtown Greencastle.
He's hobbling. It looks like he went from a hobble to a walk, so he looks pretty good. Blue Devils take possession at the Milton Hershey 26-yard line.
Check.
First down, Blue Devils.
Minute 15 left, 34-17 Spartans.
McDowell looking to pass, going to do that timing pattern down to Marshall. They got a touchdown.
I do all that work. You get to call the touchdown.
Beautiful pass from McDowell to Marshall, and they get on the board again, and a chance to bring it within 10. Now, granted, you're seeing a lot of fresh jerseys out there for Milton Hershey, and I don't think they're panicking yet, but nevertheless, Blue Devils put together a nice little drive there.
Well, again, you're getting to work on things in real time, Greg, and, do you onside kick? Because that's something you're going to need at some point during the season. Do you do it now?
Oh, I think you do. I think you do after this one. And they try to go for two, but they are unable to get it as Milton Hershey stops it. So they bring in the first string on that one. And not a bad move, because that would have brought it, if two, it brought it within 9. And then, anything could happen at that point in time. So Blue Devils will kick off here and look for the onside kick. Football season is here. B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub is celebrating with post-game specials. Following tonight's game, until 11 p.m., $2 off a dozen wings and $3 off a burger. Of course, this game may not be over by 11. And join B Street 104 for Sunday brunch every Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Special music coming in October. And check out their new menus at B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub, 104 East Baltimore Street, Greencastle, and open Friday and Saturday nights until 11:30 p.m. So let's see what happens here. 34-23. Blue Devils will have Ian Gelsinger put the ball up. It's a little straight up, but they squib kick all the time. But I do think they need to work on the onside kick. No harm if it doesn't work. This is an onside kick.
Got that big second bounce.
Yeah,
nice play.
Yeah, they did.
I think that's how you draw it up, right?
Well, you do. That was Joshua Parra, the punter. Greencastle fans, yeah.
Bounce, the kid from Milton Hershey just went up and made the play. And, that's been a story of the game. Milton Hershey has made the plays.
Right.
They really have. They've not had the big turnover like we talked about. Manning was, did a good job at quarterback. 24, what I thought was a player of the game for them. Cross.
Right.
Naeem Cross.
There's two Crosses, junior and a sophomore.
And the other Cross had a big run.
Yeah, he did. He caught. He did. They sort of crisscrossed us on that one.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you. So Milton Hershey with 107, and they'll bring back in Brown, the backup quarterback. They did bring Manning in for a little bit and try to go around the right side, but the Blue Devils swarm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue jerseys getting up on that one.
Yeah, no,
Six.
Coach T, I think, is going to call it a night here. No timeout.
It's not really that you're down by 2.
Right.
Well, you're down by
you can't
11.
Foul
so
and knock in a couple
right.
three-pointers at this point.
You're 2 points. You're 2 scores down either way you get it. And with that, Milton Hershey's going to be content to Brown went the whole way over to the sideline to pick up the play that time.
To be told to kneel down.
Yeah. Do you know how to do this? Yeah, I think so,
Exactly.
Coach. I can do it.
Well, good showing by the Blue Devils. Again, I think there's a lot of promise for this season. If you can get to a game, I think it's well worth getting to. And if not, keep following us on WRGG, as well as midpennbroadcasting.com and all the other ways Greg talked about to find us. But I think there's a lot of positives for Blue Devil football.
Well,
this
I
year.
think so too. And 34-23, they certainly had the opportunities, and things just didn't go their way when it came at certain plays. But they really are a lot of positive things there. Do want to tell you that Fairfield wins that one at Fairfield, 55-15. 21-14, Chambersburg and Shippensburg.
Wow.
Shippensburg still up by 7.
Shippensburg must have stopped a little early there.
Yeah.
It was, 21-6 at one point?
It was. And see, 2 minutes left. Ship has a first down at the Chambersburg 21, and that's not looking good for the Trojans there. So those scores are in. Waynesboro was winning to round out the area. Milton Hershey out of the shotgun, and this time they're going to give it to number 6. He's going to go around the right side, close to the first down, but he does not get it. That is Gibson, and that will be the ball game as Milton Hershey comes away. The final score here tonight, the Spartans 34 and the Blue Devils 23. We'll be back on the Antrim Insurance post-game show right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, sports page, the sports page.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 and on the web at WRGG.org.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie Rate Lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at ErieInsurance.com. For J.D. Power Award information, go to JDPower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Back at Kelly Field as we wrap this one up, it is the the Antrim Insurance post-game show. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Greg Hoover and Rick Lewis with you. The Blue Devils fall in this one by a final count of 34-23, and we've sort of told you time and time again, basically, Blue Devils have a lot to be happy about in this one, but a few mistakes they need to take over and make sure that they don't do again. And, from that standpoint, not a bad ball game, but one that was winnable at times.
Well, exactly. And sometimes it all depends on who you're playing. And when you're playing a team like Milton Hershey, you really can't make those you don't want to make those mistakes and turnovers against anybody, but when you're playing a team of this caliber, you just can't make them, or you're going to come up on the short end. But the positives, the passing game looked to take a step in the right direction. 23 points. It was a real positive. The defense played well in spurts. So, I think overall, again, I think if Greencastle, they'll continue to get better. They'll continue to put things in. They're poised for a real nice year, and they'll be right in the thick of things in the Colonial Division.
Oh, I think so, too. And we're going to find out real soon how that's going to play out. Blue Devils will travel to East Pennsboro next week. Then after that, they will have West Perry. They start the league, the rundown through the league. West Perry at home, a trip to Mifflin County for the very first time follows that one. That one will be an overnight trip but Mifflin County.
Can't get there from here.
It's about a little less than a half an hour from State College, just to give you an idea how far away that will be. And that'll be a big ball game for the Blue Devils. So, again, they'll start that. For Milton Hershey, they will entertain Still High next weekend, and they go 3 straight at home, and we'll see how they progress as the season goes on. We're going to take a break, and we will be back right after these messages to wrap things up here on the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Had an auto accident? It's common to wonder how things could have turned out differently, if only. No regrets. If only you had Erie Insurance. With Erie, instead of regrets, you can focus on putting your mishap behind you. With an Erie Rate Lock auto policy, your rate won't take a hit, no matter what. It stays put until you change a car, driver, or address. People who treat you fairly, legendary service, great rates. That's what it means to have seriously good insurance for your auto, home, or business. Erie Insurance. See for yourself why Erie received the J.D. Power Award for highest in customer satisfaction with the auto insurance purchase experience 3 years in a row.
Your Erie agent in Greencastle and Waynesboro is Antrim Insurance Agency. Get a quote at AntrimInspa.com.
Erie rate lock is not available in all states. Limited to 3 years in Virginia. Other conditions and limitations at erieinsurance.com. For J.D. Power award information, go to jdpower.com.
Erie Insurance.
Playing of the alma mater by the Greencastle Antrim High School Marching Band and the football team over to join them. And Milton Hershey did the same thing with the pep band they brought down from Milton Hershey. And so tonight the final score, Milton Hershey 34, the Blue Devils 23. Milton Hershey goes to 1-1. The Blue Devils fall to 1-1. Both have important games next week. As Milton Hershey, we mentioned, at home against Still High, the Blue Devils will take on the East Pennsboro Panthers at East Pennsboro, and they do have a Division I running back. It'll be interesting to see how that goes. But that's it for us here tonight. Our post-game show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim in Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. Tonight's game has been a production of Midpen Broadcasting.com as well as GameTimePA.com, all on the F&M Trust Sports Network and on WRGG. Our camera operator has been Ruth Ann Felix. We appreciate the effort from her today because she had to hold the camera the whole time, and we'll try to make amends with that for the next time. At least that is the plan for us at this stage of the game. The Blue Devils, as we said, on the road next week as they make the trip to up State 81 to Enola to take on the East Pennsboro Panthers. And pregame show will start at 6:30. Kickoff is scheduled for 7, and you can hear all the action on WRGG 93.7 or catch the live stream on midpenbroadcasting.com as well as GameTimePA.com, all on the F&M Trust Sports Network. Tonight's game has been brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relationship feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local. Make sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Franklin County Visitors Bureau, your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly at 301 Walker Road in Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons at 116 South Antrim, Greencastle. Greencastle Eye Care Center, leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Blaze Alexander Chevrolet Volvo, 650 North Antrim, Greencastle. Johnny's Restaurant and Hotel Services, superior service, competitive prices, 2406 Molly Pitcher Highway in Chambersburg. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events supply events company. Antrim Diesel Insurance, we're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspection to complete repair of diesel-powered and vehicles. B Street 104 Restaurant and Pub. Join us after the game at 104 East Baltimore Street. Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Olympia Athletics, 55 West Main Street, Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Klein's Tours, New York City, Atlantic City, and more. Visit kleinstours.net for a complete tour schedule. And also, we'd like to welcome Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Phone 717-597-9700. For Rick Lewis and the entire Midpen Broadcasting team, have a good evening, everyone. This is the F&M Trust Sports Network on midpenbroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, GameTimePA.com, and on WRGG at 93.7 and on the web at WRGG.org. Have a good evening, everyone.